A curse has befallen the region of Icewind Dale, in the form of an unrelenting winter that has slowly chipped away at those who live here for 2 long years. Most have lost the will to believe it will ever end, as hundreds of adventurers have flocked to this region in an attempt to end the curse and go down in history. None have succeeded. Those who do live to tell their tales are left frozen and mutilated by the horrors of the region. Join us as an unlikely group of adventurers come together to try and best these lands and put an end to the curse.
Hey, let's get off that screen. Hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Tyranny. That was off to a great start. Where we neither play around a tabletop nor are we tyrannical. My name is Jacob, and I will be your dungeon master for this evening's game and for the many more to come. Thanks for stopping by. Same old usual. Pull up a seat, grab some drinks. Thank you to my 6 adventurers returning. As you can see, there are a couple waiting. They've been here since the get-go. We played last week. It's pretty fun. Had some exposition, had some stuff happen. Pretty cool. Go check it out on YouTube on Tabletop Tyranny. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to kind of get into this session. So, if you tuned into our streams before, I like to ask a question for inspiration, so the characters can earn a bout of inspiration. This session, I'm going to ask just a general question. It has nothing to do with last session or the session before that. There's no right or wrong answer. This is just for my own, want to get my own pedestal kind of thing. How are you guys been enjoying the campaign so far? There's no right or wrong answer. Please be brutally honest. And you're gonna get inspiration regardless of your answer. So we'll just start from Discord order. So we'll start with Craig.
I've been loving it. I just wish I had a better memory because I always come into the game like I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I wish that wasn't the case. I don't take good enough notes to, but regardless, for the time being, while we are here playing, I love it. Big fan.
Oh yeah, you get inspiration, man.
So do I get 2?
No. But you can roll. You can uncheck it and you can check it again.
Oh, sweet. Yes. I will do that.
We're gonna go to Emily Fisca.
I have loved this game. I've said it multiple times in the Discord. I love this group. Everybody shows up on time. We have a regular schedule. The DM's prepared.
Yeah.
Everything's awesome. I don't you say that, but you are the most prepared DM I've ever been with. So.
Oh, awesome, man. Thanks for the kind words. Get a point of inspiration. Hell yeah. We're gonna go over to Gal. Haven't been with us long, but you've been here for a little bit, so.
A little bit.
He's biased.
Nah, I gotta say, so far, what I like the most is the cliffhangers. Every time. I even told Jacob this personally. I love the cliffhangers. Every single, point he gives us. It's great.
Hell yeah.
My toes, and it makes me want to come back for more.
Bro, my toes.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Take a point of inspiration, man. We're going to go over to Ichabod.
Icky bud.
No, this has been pretty cool. Yeah, kind of not that. Unlike Craig, I do try to take good notes, but there's a lot going on. But it's kind of in a good way because sometimes little things that we'll hear about 2 sessions ago will be oh crap, that is tied into this, or they're referencing. So it's these little things are kind of sprouting and turning into bigger storylines. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's. I think I started off this campaign saying there's gonna be a lot of information I'm gonna throw, just because I'm introducing all these plot points. So when we get to the later series, it'll just run like butter. Hopefully.
That's cool.
Awesome. Yeah, get a point of inspiration, man. We're gonna go over to a seed. Yeah, we're gonna go over to Jayla. What is your thoughts?
5.
Worst DM ever.
No. It's been lots of fun. I'm with Craig. I think I'm just shit at taking notes. I can read it back and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So that's probably just me. But there's a lot going on.
I've always been terrible at notes, all through school and everything, so it's it's no surprise to me.
I draw more than I take notes, honestly. But
Hey, it's awesome. That's perfectly fine. Take a point of inspiration. Last but not least, we're gonna go over to Lorian.
Woo! I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the schedules being like planned out, even if we take breaks and stuff like that. Because taking like long breaks and not knowing if you're gonna play is like that. It really kills your love for the game, and detaches yourself from the character. I also like being close to death. I like my life being threatened in the game because it adds so much more weight. And like when me and Jayla went down and I got the shit kicked out of me, I was really worried, but also it's cool. So.
when did I go down?
That's when y'all fought that random ass veteran chick for the.
I didn't go down.
She would have went down. She didn't use her second win, but. That is funny because whenever there are battles in the book and they seem to be hard, y'all just shit on them instantly, and then some random ass side quest, side fight, or something that's probably not even important to the story or in the grand scheme of things, just somehow manages to take a player down and scare someone. So I think it's fun. But yeah, go ahead and get a point of inspiration. With all that out of the way, I bring that up because next week, for those that are watching, it'll be our year anniversary next week. Next time we play. So we are going to be here. Some of us, if I've petitioned for all of us to dress up a little bit nicer than usual. It doesn't have anything crazy, but you will, if you do tune in the stream, you will see some of us probably dressed up. I'll probably have a haircut. It'll be crazy.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? I was telling Sora I should shave my beard off. It'd be a real shock to the system, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm real.
Just keep the mustache.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look, trust me. All right, we're gonna go into a little bit of a recap. So last session, the party, they set out to Goodmead. In their travels between the towns, they ran into a large gathering of sentient shrubs. I know, stay with me now. Stay with me. They went into sentient shrubs. The naiveness of the shrubs and the sudden surge of consciousness allowed the party to impart some good advice into these beings. In these shrubs, they were able to inform the party of a woman who was really pale, dressed in furs, was their god, as she had given them some sort of sentience. And her name was Oravinson. The party quickly determined that there wasn't really much to get from these plants, so they decided to depart their ways from the plants and head on to Goodmead. And on their journey, they didn't run into any other intrusions, and they were standing on the outskirts of the small town, in which Gal was able to perceive a little bit of a piece of torn parchment, kind of like a little flyer that was detailing when and where a visitation for the late town speaker would be occurring. The party realized they didn't have much time to spare, so they beelined it to the Shrine of the Flaming Sword. And to their dismay, they appeared to be the only individuals here besides the grieving daughter of the town speaker, Anissa Realsparrow. I hate that last name. Condolences were given as the party asked if there was anything they could really do to help her out, and Anissa stated she would be content on having the lost cask of honeymead retrieved that her father was going to get when he perished. And if it was possible, if they could avenge him in some way. So with that, the party investigated the late town speaker's body, to which Elazar and Lorian were successful, enabling to determine that whatever had killed the town speaker had done it with a large club, and had enough strength to collapse a man's chest in one swing. During that time, Ichabod felt this divine tugging from the large 15-foot iron sword off in the corner that the building derived its name from. And he went to go touch the blade, and there's this jolt of magic kind of repelled him away from it, sending him back a little bit. And he discreetly informed the party about the sword, about something going on with that. And everyone touched the sword. Only one person succeeded. Jayla succeeded. And when she did, she saw this vision where she was surrounded by these 7 large thrones of just ice. And each of them were occupied by this spectral frost giant, and the largest and most regal looking of the giants stated that she was worthy. Her vision faded away as a rune that read the word worthy on the back of her hand was branded. There was a little brand burned into the back of her left hand. And it reads worthy and giant. With nothing left to really do inside of the shrine, the party was set out to go see what they could do. And as soon as they left the shrine, they were immediately their attention was pulled to the forest nearby as a little tabaxi boy came running out of the woods screaming for help. And before he could reach the party, he collapsed in the snow, unconscious, passed out from exhaustion. Party went over there. LSL woke him up with a couple slaps, and they basically learned that this young boy had found a gruesome scene in the woods. That 5 or so scouts, had been just murdered. And once he saw it, he ran out, and he refused to return. But he told the party that if they hurried, they would be able to follow his tracks back to that scene. To which they did. Upon the party's arrival, each party member saw that nonetheless, the party, they showed up, they saw exactly what the boy described, and they easily spotted the tracks that, from whatever creature had done this, as it head deeper into the forest, the tree limbs broken from just something massive running into it, and the party continued to follow. As you guys trekked 2 hours further, following those large footsteps, you came to another site. You came to this campsite. It looked like there are these 2 dead, slain Duragar, each with that same heavy blow. And you guys kind of stand on the outskirts of that camp. You're about 50 feet or so from, actually in the middle, before you actually entered the encampment. That's the scene. I'm gonna change some stuff around real quick, play some music. But basically, you come onto the scene, you see this old campsite with 2 slain Duragar. They have their chests caved in, exactly like the other militiamen. So, without further ado, I'm gonna swap some music over, change the scene, and get you guys in the mood. So this is what the where the fuck did I put? Oh, here it is. So this artwork I'm about to show you isn't.
That's cool.
It's more or less. It's not as like vibrant and beautiful. It's a little bit more, sadder. The trees aren't as lush or as full, but this is kind of just an easier visual to put you guys in besides that other one. And let me put the music on for you, and then we can get into this whole stuff. So, you guys are. The music's very low, very eerie. Yeah, you guys come into the same scene. You are standing there on the outskirts of this encampment, looking down. From where you stand, you see that the slain Duragar are around. They're around these. There's a ring, kind of like a campfire. There's 7 rocks that have been put in a circle, and the Duragar lie. One's inside of the campfire. The other one's a little bit of ways away from him. You don't see any other bodies from where you're standing. You do see the footprints continue heading off into the forest more. So you still see the same tracks that you were following, but that's all you really see is just that ring, the campfire, and the 2 slain Duragar. There's not much else around besides the trees.
Can I
hand
check
it
for
over to you.
bodies?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, which are you going to the one that's like directly in the ring, like he's like in the campfire, or are you going to the one that's off a little ways?
I'll do the one that's off a little ways first.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I'm
you.
gonna approach slowly, just in case.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Can we see from where we're standing that they're crushed, like the same as okay?
They're the visual. I mean, it's not hard to see because they are. It's gruesome. It's not hard to spot. They're crushed. This is a very gruesome death.
8.
8. Yeah.
Yep.
Lauren, did you want to do something as well? You raised your hand.
I was wondering how recent does it look like they've been killed?
You can go ahead and make a investigation check from just the outskirts of where you're at, or a medicine check. If you approach a body, you can go make a medicine check to see anything. But Jayla, with your 8, you try to be stealthy. There are several twigs that you step on. To all y'all's surprise, nothing comes running out of the woods to attack you. But you go up to the one off a little ways, and his body is crushed completely. He's wearing he's wearing like a heavy set of armor. there's no weapon. You don't see any weapons of his, but he is very much so dead. There's nothing else around him that he would have dropped. But if you want to pat him down, you can go ahead and do so.
I got a 13.
13. It's hard to say. You think that with that roll, you give it within the past 3 days or so, they have been killed. So probably roughly around the same time, the town speaker died, or this doesn't look like it was recent, like the scout.
Okay.
The scouts that you came across. This one looks a little bit older.
They have like a tent or something.
There's a tent off a little ways to the side. So you have Jayla's off to one side, kind of on the other side of the campfire, investigating a Duragard. There's one that's like just face down in the campfire dead, and there's a tent kind of 25 feet or so to the right of the one in the campfire. So Jayla's think of it like this: Jayla's on the left side, you have the middle guy in the campfire, and then the tent's on the right. That's easier visual.
Ichabod's still on the elk, right?
Yeah, you and Fisker are still on the elk. I'm pretty positive.
I think Ichabod would hop off the elk and maybe like go check out their tent.
Okay.
See if there's anything squirrely in there.
Yeah, you get off easily enough and run over there. Go ahead and make a perception check for me as you get off and run towards this.
If you want, I can show you that I just rolled a 20.
I believe you, perfectly fine.
Okay.
I don't have any question against what you guys roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you go over there and you come to a halt before you get to the tent because you see this very thin string line of tripwire just hovering about 3 inches off the ground in front of the tent entrance.
So Ichabod would be like, "Oh, everybody, stop what you're doing. This place is booby-trapped."
What kind of booby traps?
I don't know. There's tripwires.
Where? I'm pretty far away from you, so.
I'll be like right here.
Is someone in the tent?
Disarming?
I mean, I guess we could like step away and does anybody have like a
I guess. Oh, I get.
mage hand or something, or
I do have
throw a
these
stick?
tools, and I do have proficiency with them. That helps with disarming traps.
Yeah.
Elazar will just be like, before we do anything, if anyone's in the tent, we mean absolutely no harm. We're just investigating deaths, people being crushed. So if anyone's in there, I mean, it would save us from having to disarm traps to search inside.
Your words echo throughout the woods around you.
I'll get off the elk and try and disarm.
And Ichabod would back away as Fiska tries to disarm traps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to disarming traps, I believe it's a dexterity check with these tools, if I recall.
I'm not.
Like a sleight of hand thing, I'm pretty sure. Let me look that up actually, because I want to just
Yeah, I'm gonna go up too.
disarming traps.
Just hit it with a stick.
So you're proficient with these tools, or pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier to it, and then also add your proficiency bonus. Because usually there's usually two checks associated with that. I think there's one like it's just identifies perception, then you get to roll the disarm roll. So 16.
16 plus 2 plus I don't know what proficiency is.
Okay, yeah, you are successful you're successful in disarming. Describe to me how you disarm this with your tools.
Oh, I don't know anything about disarming traps in real life, but I pull the appropriate tool out of my thieves kit and I like cover what I'm doing with my wings so nobody can see my magical tricks, myself included,
Nice.
and then I do that.
Yeah, you successfully you work your magic with your under your wing, and you hear a click. The line goes a little bit it goes a little bit slack, but you don't hear any kind of triggering happen. You successfully disarmed it to where that it won't activate anymore. Whatever it was, you don't know what it was going to activate, but whatever was going to activate will no longer activate. So you are successful. Actually, I'll just tell you. You see, and when you disarm it, you follow the slack of the line. You see a little bit of a slack line kind of blowing in the breeze a little bit, and you look up and you see this giant, massive tree log, kind of held in place by a little like a wedge, and the rope was attached to the wedge. So you feel as if that was triggered. This giant tree log was going to take something.
A bird has hollow bones. That would have been rough for you.
Oh yeah, I would have died. I'm like, oh, good thing that went well. And then I'll hold open the flap for somebody else to go on first.
Get all go then.
You enter this tent. There's not much in here. There's a couple bedrolls. You see what looks like just pickaxes, but there is a chest, a very small chest. Probably like think of it as
Lockbox.
your lockbox. Yeah, like a little lockbox. It's not crazy. It is locked though. You see that there's a latch that comes down, and there's a keyhole. It's locked. I'm not gonna describe it, but it's locked. It's just nice, like oaken little lockbox. It's very beautiful.
I want to make sure before anybody does anything else, just to let you know that Elazal, since he did speak a little louder, he's like, wait, fuck, and he's looking around. He's not gonna look in the tent. He's just making sure that like everybody's safe, nothing's coming.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and make a you can make a perception check too while you're doing that. And I'll say you can. I'm just gonna be nice. You can have advantage on it just because if anything did react, you would have saw it move. There's not much leaf or foliage in these forests. It is densely packed, but it's not.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you don't see any abnormalities, any kind of movement. You feel confident that you guys are still relatively safe for the moment.
Okay, I will just keep watching out. Like, I'm not gonna pay attention to anything else in this camp. Yeah.
Duly noted.
Seeing that Elzal has our back, I'll go into the tent and get a closer look at the locked box. Does it seem like something that is pickable? Is there a keyhole?
It is pickable. There is a keyhole on it. Yes.
I'll just hold it out for you. Could it be trapped?
I think that's a good question.
Could you check? You're the expert. But...
I was like, oh, I'm an expert. I'm sure we'll look at it closer. We'll peck at it a few times.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and give a investigation check.
Nice 8.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
Looks good to me. All right, let's go.
Looks well made. Well made.
Hope there's something good in there.
Yeah.
Alright, so I will do the dex roll again.
Yep.
Plus.
Alright, so
There's some intense
17.
music.
17.
Oh, yeah.
17. You unlock it. You unlock it successfully. You hear the click of it unlocking. Yeah.
Cool.
I thought there was more to that.
Well, you
I
haven't opened it yet, though.
haven't opened it yet. Yeah. You're the expert at opening it. She'll hand it back to her.
Okay. I'll open it really quickly.
You open it up, and there's a little bit of a light. And you open it up successfully. There's nothing that happens. It's just a light from the snow outside. What you do see inside of this, this box was big enough for a solid ingot, like a metal ingot. You flip it open, you see this very well cut, very well made ingot of this obsidian rock.
Touch it.
Whoever.
I take it back so quickly. I grab the box and shut it.
Leave this little.
You're not the right person to open this.
This rock tower. This rock, however, it has been cut and well crafted to fit in this box, and the craftsmanship on it, or the way that they manipulated the structure of the rock, it is impeccable. It is quite beautiful. When you open it, it's very stunning to see.
Rude
I will exit the tent.
Can I look around in the tent? Is there anything else here?
There's not much else noticeable. The only thing that else you see in this is the bedrolls and the 2 pickaxes. And you look over to the pickaxes and see that the tips of each pickaxe, each side of the pickaxe has been blunted from just use of mining. But other than that, there's not much in this tent.
Okay, I'm gonna smell the bedrolls and just get their scent in my nose.
Yeah. It smells very earthy, sweaty, gross.
Oh, they slept here. Mm.
Yeah, is it like a quick dog sniff, or is it like a?
I'm really okay. Well, no one else is in the tent, so I can really
I'm imagining I see this on my way out at the corner of my eye.
You do get the scent. The scent does
Is it
and
just-
actually
Yeah, go ahead.
with that scent you smell another scent mingled with the two scents from those two bedrolls, and it smells like another Duragar. It smells like the same rough scent. You only see two bedrolls, but you smell a third scent.
Oh, the little three. Two
died.
bedrolls.
Your
three
character dies.
Dwargar.
Wait, Dwargars can like grow real big, right?
But I'll just I'll put it down. I'll put the bedrolls down, and then I'll poke my head out and say, "We've got there's a third Dwargar around here somewhere. One that hasn't been killed. Oh,
Isn't
we
Charlie
don't see the
inside
body." I smelled the bedrolls. I smelled them, and I smelled. I found. I could tell it was a different scent from the others. So, stay on your guard.
They're
Also,
also
yeah.
invisible.
Also, yeah, Fisker found the ingot of the metal that we had found earlier, the Charlatan or whatever.
Oh,
I
you
believe
didn't
that's
touch it, did you?
Fisker didn't let me.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna touch it anyways. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Oh, right.
I'll open the box and show it to him.
Yeah, so she opens this box up, and it's a very
Like,
well cut
don't
ebony
touch it.
board.
Yeah, I'll slam the box.
Tiny.
Just touch it.
It was what this statue was made out of in East Haven. It's from my knowledge, our knowledge, it's a metal that corrupts you, or and messes with your mind, or at least it did when I used it. We didn't know at that point though, so you know.
So, this is something we're gonna carry with us. It's gonna come with us, right? But stay in the box.
Yeah, I think so.
Can we relock it at this point?
Oh. Yeah.
I will say with her being successful and unlocking it, you would also know how to relock it with your tools.
I will do that.
And now that you've locked it, hand it to someone who doesn't know how to pick locks, other than Lorian.
This is a lockbox. Is very nice. It's a very nice oaken, like wooden.
I'll hand it to it.
Wooden box.
We like strap it to the elk somehow.
Yeah. If you guys want to use some rope, you can go ahead and strap it to the elk. You could. How are you strapping? Are you gonna strap it on there like a little seat, so you want to sit on it, or like what's the
It'd be like a back
around its neck,
rest
around its butt? Yeah.
for the back, so you like sit up against the chest if we're up on it.
Wait,
When
how
you do that, the elk
how big is it? You said it's just a little lockbox, right? Can it fit in a backpack?
Yeah.
I would say, would it not be better to carry it on us at least while we know there's another Dwargar around?
Right. If the box protects us, put it in a backpack. Like,
Yeah, that's not. I mean, yeah, I guess I didn't realize it was that small.
yeah. So,
Okay, we'll do that.
Fiska, that was actually a pretty good choice because he's one of
I
the
can put
lowest
it-
decks. So,
I'll put it in my backpack,
Oh, really?
or somebody else. It doesn't matter.
no, I think you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's another Dwargar.
Somewhere.
Well, at least he wasn't among the bodies.
Right.
So what do we know about Dwargar?
They can grow and they can turn invisible, right?
They're little.
How big can they grow? Does Elazal know that? Did Is that something we learned in campaign?
We
y'all
saw
fought
one,
him.
didn't we?
We've
You fought him
seen
before.
one.
As a big dude? Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, yeah. And how big did he get? Like 8 feet?
Oh, he doubled his size.
Cut his
So-
tongue off.
You doubled his size, so he was about 8 feet
I
tall.
made
Okay.
a motion with his tongue.
Right. And
Sure
so
did.
Remember that.
so when they grow, so do their weapons, right? Yeah.
So can we tell by the size of the footprints approximately how big this thing is?
Yeah,
Whatever
you could.
this thing is.
I will say
Can we extrapolate?
make a survival check to kind of differentiate if this is the Dorgar's tracks or if it's something else's.
Is that something you'd say out loud so we could all kind of like try to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free, anyone that wants to make the check, feel free to. You guys
What was it again?
are all survival. check.
Survival.
Okay.
I know Dr. Doolittle over there's got like
14.
17.
21.
Doctor. Yeah. If it was a
I
nature
forget.
check, it'd be a.
Yeah, I forgot his nature. You gotta. Okay.
Oh,
Does
Um,
this have to pertain?
change yourself.
Never mind. Just
Those of you that got above a 16, 16, yeah, good even number. You are easily able to ascertain that the footprints here are from a little bit bigger of a creature.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Um,
it was tracking.
Yes, it's more so like comparison between footprints, but
17.
yeah. You're able to ascertain that it's not. Whatever made these tracks was a little bit bigger,
Okay.
slightly bigger than what a Duragar's full size would be. And you can tell that the way that the width of the footprint is, it was much heavier than what a Duragar.
Okay.
We also knew that. I think I checked the footprints last time.
That's
They
I
weren't
thought
like
we did
a-
too, but yeah.
Yeah, they weren't like a normal humanoid foot.
Yeah, I feel like we deduced that the assumption was it was something giant-ish.
Yeah.
But it's worth, now that we know that there's a third Dwergar, to make sure that that's not exactly what we're dealing with. So it sounds like we might be dealing with a third Dwergar and a giant out here. I'm just, it doesn't make sense to me for, if there is a third one, to leave the lockbox behind.
Oh no.
Which makes me think he's very close.
Or maybe he just like, screw this, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
After he
Feel
saw
like
his two buddies get destroyed.
Panic in the night type stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like, even if you're panicking, that seems like the one thing you grab, right?
Maybe he had something else more important.
Maybe he had more of them. Maybe like other lockboxes. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I guess
eyes open more than
we
they
won't
already
know
are.
until we find whatever the heck still did this, right?
Right.
Right. Is there anything else around that's relevant, or should we keep working?
I wanted to check the other body.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and make another investigation check. Or what do we usually use to search someone? I think it's investigation.
Yeah, and Elazal's gonna look around again, just to, since we've been talking, and yeah.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
You find on the Duragar, you find 2 gold. There's not much else on him besides, I mean, his body is sundered. You can grab some ribs if you want. His full torso is open to you. So if you want to get crazy with it, feel free.
To go.
But you find 2 gold.
Good old barbecue stuff.
Will my axe be eat it?
Wow.
If you command it and wish it to, it definitely would probably eat it.
But like, do they normally eat stuff like that?
We feed them.
Not usually. Usually they're more like chickens. They eat like grains and stuff like that. But if desperate times call for desperate measures, it will definitely cannibalize anything. It will eat anything.
It's like a preferred herbivore, but
Yes.
Is the fox still with us?
Yeah. Fox is it's
Still
just sitting
hanging
on it's sitting on a rock right now, just kind of observing everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the heart.
Okay. You reach in
Get it
easily
in the
enough.
bag. Yeah.
Yeah, easily enough. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let me pull up something. Because
I-
there might be...
I rolled a 17 on my perception, just FYI.
Yeah, you look around, you don't see much. It's still the same atmosphere. You don't see any abnormality, anything moving throughout the trees around you.
Okay.
So you're still good.
All right.
Let's see. Ah. So with your Jayla, with your you harvest the heart, and you think about it that there might be more to harvest off of these creatures, these beings. Preferably not this one that you just messed with because you just kind of muddied up a little bit. But that other Duragar over there is a chance for you to use the harvesting rolls that we have in play. If anybody wants to do that, if you want to communicate that, if you go over to the homebrew rules section, we have a harvesting. We have an appraising section where you can appraise a creature to gain some information on what would be valuable to harvest from it.
Mm-hmm.
So there is one Duragar here that can be appraised and harvested that way, if so choose to be. The appraisal check will be a
Medicine.
well, it's a
Yeah, medicine.
well, no, technically Duragar are considered humanoids.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It is my bad. It is a medicine, so it'll be an 8 plus. It'll be a DC 9 to figure out.
I have a plus.
gain
I have a
plus.
+6. So maybe asking the cleric.
I don't think Ichabod would want to have anything to do with this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
for sure.
I don't like this.
I don't really care to harvest anything, but
Okay.
I just wanted the one heart.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, this is Jacob like breaking the fourth wall. Y'all all feel free to. I'm trying to get y'all to use these rules a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like they've been glossed over. So this is why I'm presenting this. This is the first time. If anybody wants to do it, feel free.
Well, if
I mean,
felt
I
like Jayla
don't care.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
If
It's
Ella-
pretty human for me.
if Elazal saw that, he'd be like, what are you doing with that?"
I have a plan for it. But if you want the other one, it's over there.
If I want it for what? I'm not sure. Like, why are you taking a heart? What's like? Is it gonna be like valuable to us, like for weaponry or like for like future?
No, I just have a personal thing that I want to try.
Right.
Not me, not like eat it, but like.
Who
Yo,
brought up eating?
huh? Well, I just didn't want anyone to think I was eating a heart.
Well, I wasn't thinking that
Weird.
before.
Liver King Jayla. Liver King Jayla.
Well,
I mean,
well,
Lorian did
I don't
it.
know. Yeah, Lorian
Okay, that's
beaten
different.
someone before, so.
That was pretty
What?
close.
I think
It was pretty grotesque.
Anyways, I'm wrapping up the heart in like a little pouch thing, and I'm.
Yeah.
I
add it
think
to your
with-
character sheet.
I think with Ichabod just mentioning that like they can go invisible, they can grow bigger. I think Elza will be like, well, I mean, this is the first time we've really like had a moment and been close enough to one, right? So I'm gonna go check the other one out and see.
Yeah, I messed up this one.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, it was already pretty messed up, but
Yeah, it was hard.
yeah, I think Elza would go over and
Yeah.
check
so yeah,
things
you go
out.
over there and go ahead and roll a medicine check for me. It's going to be. It takes about a minute as you're examining this creature based off its state that it's in. And the DC is going to be a 9. It's not a high check.
I got a 12.
Yeah. So with that information, you understand that there's one thing that's useful off of these Duragar that can be harvested, and it's their penile glands. It's a gland that's in their not
I
their
would-
penis. Not
I was gonna say penal gland as a
Ew.
joke. That's funny.
Yeah, I know where. I saw the faces. I knew where it was going. It's not there.
You know what the penile gland is?
It's a pea-sized gland shape. It kind of looks like a pine cone a little bit, and it's located in the middle of the brain. And you believe that if it's harvested properly, you can make a potion out of it. Maybe a potion of growth or a potion of invisibility. And if you want to harvest it, you can. Since you made the appraisal, you'll have an advantage against the harvesting, and the harvesting roll is going to be. It's a DC 15 check that you need to make.
Just the
DC 15 medicine check. It'll be a
medicine.
medicine check to
Okay.
harvest it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, usually what
Absolutely.
happens, whatever you appraise it with is what you're going to use to harvest it as well.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'll do it.
And you have advantage because you appraised it, so you have a little insight on what you're looking for.
That is a 19.
Yeah, you easily enough. You get in its brain somehow. You find the right you find the right part, and you pull it out, and you have it. Wherever you want to store it, feel free to store it. Add it to your character sheet.
Is it like small enough to fit in like a vial? Like if we have any empty
Yes.
vials? So I'll just say, does anybody have any empty vials or something? I don't know how to squish this in my backpack. I don't remember if we've used a lot of health potions at this point.
And Elzo, you would also know that you have roughly about 2 days to get the potion crafted,
Okay.
or it will, this portion of this gland it won't be able to make it
Okay.
rot, spoiled. So you have about a 2-day timer.
I am proficient in with alchemist supplies, and I do have an alchemist thing.
Oh, really?
So you have vials on you?
Maybe in the alchemist supplies, I figure, probably.
Yeah, I'll say you have, let's say, roughly like 3 vials in there.
Okay.
You mind if I borrow one of those, and then once we get to town, I'll get it back to you?
Sure.
Alright, so yeah, I will have a vial with pineal gland.
And make sure you put 2 days,
Yeah.
expiration date 2 days.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, that's all you can really get from these that are worth anything. But yeah, that's what you do. You harvest it. You guys are just sitting here in this camp, watching Elzo pull this part out of this Durgar's brain. What do y'all do?
Can I
Keep following
try and go
these-
pet the fox?
Yeah. You go over there easily enough. It's very, very it's very nice. Right now. It's very docile. You go over there and give it a little scrunchie, and it leans into your giant hands. It's very nice. It's making that cute little fox purring noise. A little. It's very cute.
Oh, we keep him.
And I guess so. We set him. We paid for him and set him free, and he followed us. I think he's stuck with us for a while.
Yeah, that's why I was feeding him Dwergar fingers or Scout finger, whoever's fingers I took. Yeah,
I fed him a finger.
I did. Yeah, you were all grossed out.
They're carnivorous, so
Yeah.
How would you know?
Can I try and pick him up?
Yeah. Scoop him up easily enough. He's in your hand.
All right, I'm ready.
I love you're forming an emotional attachment to a fox. I love it. What are you guys doing? You guys continue. You see that there is that. You still see that large track heading deeper into the woods, or you do anything else here? Or what do y'all do?
Did I?
So seeing Elazal dig into the forehead of the Dwargar, I'll be like, "What you going for there? Is that something good? Should I get that from the other one?"
I mean, we could try if his head's still intact. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be useful.
Well, it's how exactly do I know this? Like what it's used for? Just because I'm a cleric and it's medicine.
It.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know it because God told you.
Sure. Okay. I'll just be like,
you have the information.
Yeah. I was like, well, I wanted to check first because I know that the pineal gland is capable of being used in certain potions, and I think this Dwergar has the right stuff, for lack of a better word. So yeah, I mean, we could try. Yeah, we could try taking it out of the other one.
I will go to the other and attempt to cut out whatever I just saw Elazal cutting out.
Okay. Are you actually trying to harvest it, or are you trying to do something else with it?
I'll try to.
Yeah.
I can't do that yet, though.
It sounds pretty delicious.
I know, and this is great timing. I'm gonna try and harvest it, but I'm not gonna try and do a super good job. Like, if I need to make a cut here, I'm gonna do like a wide berth around it.
Okay. I will say you get up to it, and when you get a little bit closer and get down to just begin work, you right off the bat know that there's no way you can harvest it successfully from this creature, but you can still attempt to harvest it. When you get up there, Jalen made a big mess of it. unknowingly on that. But when you get up to it, you definitely know that it's probably going to be not even worth the time to try and harvest it. But you can still do what you want.
I will attempt it.
Okay, go for it. Go ahead and roll a
Which one?
DC. Oh, it's not even going to be a DC. Just roll. Go ahead and make a. Well, fuck. Now this is a tricky situation. So? Just go ahead and make a medicine check. Unless you want to make a deception check, stealth check, a sleight of hand check. I will give you any of those 4 choices.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because Fiska knows that there's nothing you can get.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna make a deception check.
Okay.
What I'm actually doing is just trying to cut a chunk out of like whatever and like put it,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
wrap
Go
it
ahead.
in like a piece of cloth that I have in my Tinker's tools.
For sure. Go ahead and do
Stick
that.
it in my bag. Yeah.
What's everyone's highest passive perception? Passive perception.
14.
11.
11.
13.
You need to beat a DC. You need a DC 15. If you roll a DC 14, LZ will notice you doing this.
And he,
I'm using my push.
All right, go for it.
That's the first one. Don't look at it.
Me
Is
too.
it me to beat that?
So you do it. And as you're doing it, LZL, it's pretty fitting because you just successfully harvested. So you see her over there.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it, and you know she's not doing it right. Or
That's
doing
I would just be
anything
like,
remotely close.
yeah, I would just be like, it's bummer, you destroyed it. That's all right. I mean, we have one. We have one, so.
Oh, sorry. I just, I really, I've cut things before. I really thought I could get this.
It's all right. I'm not exactly sure which kind of potion this makes anyway, so it might be super valuable. It might not be as valuable. So it's.
I should have just left it to the medical guy. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's all right. That's all right. I mean, it's always worth a shot, right?
Wash my hands. Look the other way.
You leave whatever you were trying to harvest behind, or did you still want to take it with you?
I'll leave it behind if he saw like.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you're all just standing here waiting around. What are y'all doing?
Well, okay, so the original, the big tracks, are they still leading somewhere, or do they stop here? I can't remember.
You still see the tracks heading deeper into the woods.
Yeah, so I'll just
Still follow the tracks, right?
yeah, I'll just say. So should we just keep on keeping on? I think.
That's what we were after in the first place.
What's up, Lori?
Should I still take charge?
I'd like to see if I could smell the third Dwargar's scent, like if it's going with the track or if it's separately.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your check with advantage because you're smelling.
Yeah.
It's a little sniffer.
Shit.
And can I keep an eye on like the track still?
Yeah.
17. Perception? Yeah.
Are you smell? Yeah, perception based by scent based. The tracks themselves, or the smell itself, seems to be headed in the same direction as the tracks are.
Hmm. Looks like it might have been taken there, or it's following the whatever attacked them.
21
third
for
one,
the
right.
tracks.
So the tracks, Jayla, what are you trying to do? So you're trying to see where they're going, or what were you trying to do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we
it's
still
easy.
need to follow them.
Yeah, it's easily enough done. You obviously see them going in the right direction, just deeper and deeper into the woods, and you still see the tree branches are broken, asunder, and all that. So it's easily done.
Well, I guess let's keep moving.
Let's go.
Awesome. Are y'all changing y'all's travel order up, or are y'all still maintaining the same order?
I'll get
Hey,
back
hey,
over there.
I think I think I would stay in the back. Yeah.
Okay.
If an end broke.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys follow the. Oh shit! I guess I got to go back to my page where I'm reading
Yeah.
stuff off of.
And as we're on our way out of there, and everyone's walking and facing the other direction, I'm gonna reach down. If it's on the way, the Dwergard that Emily tried to harvest, I'm gonna reach down and grab the bit that she carved out of it,
Okay.
and just kind of not really stick it in my pocket. I'll probably just hold it in my hand for now.
Yeah, easily enough done.
Yeah.
So you guys ride off back down that trail. Once again, You push your way through this dense forest. The weather, it's not unforgiving. It's not letting up. It's still coming down heavier and heavier. Thankfully, with the trees here, they act as a barrier from the side winds. But as far as Icewind Dale goes, it's actually a rather pleasant hike. Cruel hike, I guess you want to put it that way. But you guys push on for about 4 hours. You guys are getting deeper and deeper into these woods. These woods, they feel unending. And you don't know if you are making the appropriate distance via hiking here, because you know when you hike by snowshoe through Icewind Dale, every hour is like a quarter of a mile travel. So you guys are pushing through. You are deep within this forest, deeper than you would have thought this forest extended. But nonetheless, as you guys are pushing forward, from out of nowhere, suddenly you hear a whizzing through the air as a snowball hits Jayla right in the face. And you hear that everyone hears. You hear this very childlike laughter kind of echo throughout the woods around you. Yes, just like that.
What?
Michael Jackson may be in the woods right now. Prepare yourselves.
Is there a way to tell whether it's like menacing or playful? Like is it like eerie, or is it just?
It's not eerie. I mean, the setting you guys are in, it makes it a little eerie.
Yeah.
The laughter itself is very much innocent. It's very much.
Okay.
Someone just got a snowball thrown in their face and someone's laughing.
Well, can I see what direction it came from?
Yeah, it came from you from like the northwest direction. You didn't see what threw it, but you saw where the snowball came into focus and hit you on the side of your head.
Can I kind of guess, aim, and throw one back?
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and make a attack roll with a disadvantage. Just go ahead and roll a d20. Add your modifier for just an unarmed strike. That's the easiest thing to do.
Mm, 14.
So you let this little snowball, or a rather big snowball actually technically, you throw it and it just splatters against a tree. Not a moment later, from the left of you, from the western northwest section, you hear another one whizzing through there and it hits you right in the forehead. The laughter continues. You kind of glance over. You don't see anyone throwing the snowball.
You're getting dogged on.
Let's get the heck out of here.
I pick up another snowball and throw it at Lori.
Go ahead, make the same roll against Lorian's DC.
With disadvantage?
No, you can see me.
You can see him easily enough.
Okay.
That is.
Yes.
You don't take any damage from it, but you get hit with a snowball.
Fuck you.
You guys, as soon as Jayla does that, you hear more laughter echoing around y'all. Whatever's doing this or whatever's happening, there's an innocence to it. It's
Maybe we shouldn't curse.
kind of nice.
I don't know if we really need to stop though, because we're kind of on time crunch.
Do you want to come talk? I'll just yell out. You want to talk?
You don't hear any words, more or less, but you do see another snowball coming straight for your face.
Does it hit me?
No. It somehow manages to miss you and hit Jayla in the face. And then the laughter erupts again.
I start laughing a little bit.
Jayla, you spot what threw the snowball at you this time.
I'm gonna throw one at it.
So what you see is rolling up another snowball off in the distance is this really small, kind of branchy, tiny thing. It's got these spindly black limbs. Its body's covered mostly in straw. It kind of looks like that.
Oh.
Haven't we seen that before?
We have.
It's got a decorative mask on, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like rolling up a snowball, and it's like
We had a vision of
it's like
those
wind,
things.
it's like winding it up, ready to throw again at someone.
It gave me a mark that
Oh yeah.
brought me back to life. We used it when I attacked you guys.
That's right.
Didn't it give you like a good berry or some kind of berry?
So, yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
But that's when we.
I want to throw one back at it now that I can see it.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and make an attack roll against it.
Shit! It's a 6.
Yeah, it like when you throw the snowball hits it, but as the snowball hits it, the creature like turns into a pile of snow and then pops back up like 25 feet away in a different direction, reforming, still laughing in its innocence laugh. What you guys do notice is you see the fox that you've been traveling with kind of growls at it a little bit and begins to like try to charge after it, seeing it as a hostile creature. It tries to get out of the gal's hand. It's trying to wiggle out.
Alright, it's alright. Real quick. I know who these are.
I
That's where I'm from.
don't think you were with us when we met it, but yeah.
I'm trying to think.
It's one of the
I'm
it's one of the
gonna
3
say-
ninjas.
I'm gonna say, in the spine of the world, in the mountains, or wherever your tribe hails from, which is the spine, you can make a history check. The DC is going to be relatively high. It's going to be a 20.
Oof.
To try to recall, because there might be legends that your tribe talks about.
Gayla was
Honestly,
with me when we met this.
Yeah.
If this is what I think it is, I want to say they're like around like tribe. So
They were not. It was nice to us. Me.
It didn't give you like a boon or something. What did it do?
It gave me something, a mark on me.
Mark.
That, whenever I felt a 0, it put me at 1.
That's right.
So.
What'd you get, Gal?
I got a 9. It's a straight roll. I knew I wasn't getting it.
Yeah, you don't really know what's going on with it. What you all do see though, y'all do see this being, this creature, whatever this is. It stops making snowballs and it holds out its staff towards your party. And at the end of the staff, there is what looks like a little blue berry on it.
Is that what I had picked last time?
No, this looks like a different berry.
Okay. I'll just wave at it. Like I know it.
Yeah.
And it waves a little,
Good to
it
see
waves
you
its-
again.
Waves this little twig. It waves a twig at you. You do recall, Lorian, that this has a different decorative. So this isn't the exact same.
Okay.
It's just the same picture.
I kind of, me and Jayla had met one of these before. It was friendly when we met it.
Oh.
Gave me a boon.
I mean, I haven't gotten like a negative feeling from it. So, I will actually walk up if it's like holding it out and like gesturing like towards the berry. I'm gonna walk out and like I'm not gonna touch the berry, but I'm gonna like observe it, do a medicine check or something on it just to see like whether or not it's poisonous or like if I could identify like what it could do.
Yeah, go ahead and make that. It'd be like a DC 18 just because it's a berry you're not really familiar with, but you know the basic premises on berries that are poisonous.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah. And as you do approach it, it forms a snowball and holds a snowball out.
Okay. Oh fuck! I don't need my inspiration. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you know.
It's for
that
26.
This berry, it doesn't look particularly poisonous. The berry itself is otherworldly in nature. It doesn't look natural, but yet it's right before you.
I'll just say to him like, is this for us? Do you want us to pick it?
It's holding it's holding the staff out, but then the snowball in its hand, it pushes the snowball for you and like gestures for you to grab the snowball.
I will grab the snowball.
Yeah, and you reach down, you easily enough grab a snowball, and it points the twig right over to Jayla, and uses its
I'll throw the
stick.
snowball at Jayla.
All right, go ahead and make a attack.
You have to hit Jayla with a snowball to get the berry.
What do I add to this? Is this like unarmed or?
Yeah, it'll be just like an unarmed strike.
Okay. That's not good. 9.
Nope.
You go to throw the snowball, and Jayla, you easily enough just kind of like sidestep it. And the snowball reforms in the little creature's hand, and it motions to someone else in the party.
Oh, right.
Can
Oh,
we stop throwing
I wanna take
snowballs
one.
at me?
He wants you to get hit by
I
a
walked
snowball.
up and took it.
The gal grabs a snowball, and this time it motions with a stick, and it. Hold on, before I go crazy. It motions over towards.
Jacob's getting excited.
Emotions over. It's funny enough because you grab the snowball and it's like moving the stick around and it points it at you.
At myself?
I love it.
Okay, I just throw it up.
Yeah, you throw it up easily enough and it comes splash right on your forehead. And this little thing it lets out that childlike laughter again. And as it's laughing, it extends the branch with the berry towards your mouth and like nudges it towards your mouth.
Right, do I eat it?
Do it.
I will let you know what I know about it because I didn't really like share that information once I knew it. I'll just say that it's.
I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, you eat this berry, and you feel this unnaturally cold, kind of liquid moving through your body, which is weird for you because you are naturally resistant to cold. And as it moves through your body, you feel this little bit of like a glow, like kind of like a little berry on your hand. Looks like a little berry that pops up on your hand. What you just got was a charm from a supernatural being. For sake of everything, this is called the Charm of the Ice Troll.
Ooh.
So this charm allows you to use your reaction when you take cold damage to reduce that damage to 0 entirely. You regain a number of hit points equal to half the cold damage you would have taken. Once you do so, the charm vanishes from you.
Oh, that would have been really good for the cleric and not the guy who has a ton of HP.
Oh, and resistance to cold.
And resistance to cold.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
basically what happens is this will allow you, when you take cold damage, to use a reaction, and basically you negate all the damage from the cold without it being applied, and you get to heal for half of the damage that would have happened to you. So in the long run, it's still good, even though you resist the
Right,
cold.
yeah.
It's still good because it takes the base value of cold damage you would have taken.
Save it till we fight Oral.
What's it called again? Charm of the Ice what?
Yeah, I'll just copy and paste it and send to you.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Charm of the Ice Troll.
But as soon as you eat the berry off of its branch, it giggles some more and then it just poofs out of existence.
Where'd it go?
They vanish.
It did that last time.
Yeah.
Curious why they keep helping us. You didn't learn anything about them last time, did you?
No.
No.
I mean, that's a different one than one I met.
Oh, this was an actual different one? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not the same. I got a different blessing. So. It's just good spirits, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe
Well, we're on a time crunch, so
Right. Yeah.
we should probably get going.
I will get back to the back of the line.
Everybody back
Like
in order.
Can I
I'm
throw
gonna
a
try to
snowball
hit
at
Jayla
someone?
with a snowball.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I'm not saying Jayla, I'm just meaning someone.
Well, she
Yeah.
hit me.
You guys feel free to throw a snowball, whoever you choose. This is the free world for you to do whatever you want.
Okay.
So pick who you want to throw a snowball at and throw.
So while they're doing that, I'm
I
gonna
got a 23.
hold out that piece of meat to
Who are you throwing it at?
lure the
Oh my
fox
God.
towards me while Gowl is distracted.
It's in my arms, I think, still.
Oh, you're actually holding it? Oh, I thought it was like on your
Yeah,
shoulder or
he's-
something.
He's got it cupped in a hand. The
Gotcha.
fox is trying to get out of his hand when it tried to attack
Gotcha. Okay.
the little monster thing.
I got a 16 to hit Jayla as well.
Gal, you missed.
miss.
Lorian
Oh.
hits. Jayla, you
I was the
are.
distraction.
Yeah, exactly.
Jayla, you have been hit multiple times by snowballs against your own choice. Yeah, you guys dealt with whatever that was. You don't really know what that is, but it seems to be some sort of creature that grants blessings depending on outcomes that it wants to happen. But yeah, you guys set back off down the track. And actually, I want to take a little bathroom break. I know it's a little early, but I feel like once we get into this next section, there could be some things that happen that could kind of be awkward to take a break between. So let's go take a quick bathroom break. And we will pick it back up with coming back.
Stuff.
See you guys in a second. I'll print it out.
Okay. We're away.
We're back. Welcome back to our little game of Dungeons and Dragons. So you guys are dealt. You guys are heading off in that direction as the tracks. You're still following the tracks. Gal, if you wanted to impart your knowledge on
Yeah, little guy. I'm remembering where I seen it one. It's called the Chewingas. They're kind of like native from where I'm from. They're kind of like element things. They're really playful. I used to play with them when I was a kid.
Can you spell that?
Yeah, I can personally. Gal wouldn't be able to.
Right.
Chwinga.
Okay, Chwinga. All right.
sounds like a slang for something bad.
Well, that's
Okay.
it's like schwing.
Schwinga.
Schwing. Well, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, we've. I mean, as far as I've seen and understood, we've had pleasant experiences with them. So the fox didn't seem too happy.
Reach me out.
No. I don't think they're friendly with animals.
That's interesting.
Weren't there a bunch of bunnies around the ones we talked to? A bunch of bunnies around the one we saw.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
But they ate the bunnies.
Well, I think the bunnies disappeared after he was gone, right? So.
Well, let's keep going. So we're riding through the night, I assume, since we're on a time crunch, right? Like we're not going to stop for rest until.
We're gonna have to pull an all-nighter to get back in time.
You guys, it's about 6 o'clock when you mess with that little Chewinga. So the sun is setting. It was already kind of dark in this forest, but it's getting darker by the ever-encroaching, set of the sun. But yeah, you guys continue off, following those tracks of the giant, and you guys you're still in the same marching order, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And you are all traveling very slowly, slow enough to be stealthy. And you travel about another hour or so, following these tracks, until you see something that kind of stops you and alerts you to where your trail ends. You see looming off in the distance is the trail heads into what looks like this rocky hillside there are pines growing all around it, around its base. Half submerged in the snow are the bones and the skull of a long dead mammoth.
Ooh.
And beyond these remains is a yawning cave.
It's a what?
And there's a beautiful artwork from the book. So it's the bones of a mammoth with its large tusks in the front.
Yeah.
And then behind it you see what looks like just a cave mouth.
Cave mouth. Okay.
And this is what you see as you stop. Is this the thing? That's where the tracks lead into. They end there. And that's what you see before you get any closer to the site.
Is the smell really strong here? Like it's recent?
Of the Durgar?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily enough you pick it up. It sounds like the scent's coming from inside the cave up ahead.
Okay.
So I'll just call for everyone to stop. And I'll just say, just a reminder, the last time we saw a mammoth, it was attacked by a dragon. Right? So we just have to keep that in mind. How big is this hole? Like, is this cave big enough that a dragon could fit through the hole, or is it like...
No.
Okay.
It's not that big.
Okay.
Well, there's no... there's no dragon. I would not be so...
No. I'm not assuming there is a dragon, but I'm putting it out there for the group.
It's not big enough. No,
Yeah.
So from top to bottom, the cave looks about 20 feet height.
Yeah. Okay.
There's just a cat and a dragon there.
I mean, you never know.
True. I mean, yeah.
So, I think this is the scent of the Dwergar goes inside.
Are the tracks still there?
That's what I was gonna say. Are there footsteps of a Dwergar, or is it footsteps of just something else?
The tracks that you've been following this whole time have been the same. They've been consistent. And you see that they do head into this cave opening.
So there's no secondary like Dwergar tracks. Okay. All right.
I think it's a good time for me to change.
Yeah.
Into a fly?
You can be a fly.
No, that I
Oh.
can't be.
I think
That was a joke.
he wants to change
Oh.
it to
I was just
Lorian.
singing a song.
Lorian who needs a Snickers.
Oh.
That's who he
Really
wants to
cool, Lorian. Yeah,
Oh.
canonically.
Okay.
That's what you instead of saying like your catchphrase, you just say, "I'm really cool, Lori," and you just shift into your form.
You're right.
I'm gonna switch it over to the map. I just want to show you this guy visual because it's pretty fucking cool.
Pretty cool. I like it.
It's really nice.
What the fuck was it? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. All right, so y'all gonna see this giant ass elk to the right of the screen when it shows up. So don't be alarmed.
be.
But there's a giant elk. You guys can feel free
hell
to.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys feel free to move your
That is a giant elk.
tokens wherever. Try not to go under the elk
Oh,
because
don't want to
I won't be able to grab you. But yeah, this is just for the grid's sake. But you see those little bones up there? That is the mouth of the cave. You have trees all around you. Feel free to place yourself anywhere. Before you guys enter the cave system, I will ask for a stealth roll, of course. There are going to be, just for you guys as information for this battle map. So the ceilings throughout this entire cave system are going to be 20 feet high. So from top to bottom, it's always going to be 20 feet. There are large icicles that cover portions of the ceilings in here. You see some at the mouth entrance. It kind of forms like little teeth, but you could assume there are going to be icicles on the roof. The floors inside this cave system are a little uneven, but it's not enough to be difficult terrain. Whenever you enter you don't see any light. It looks like it's going to be pitch black in this cave, so for characters without dark vision, that will be something to think about. You're going to see a couple black lines on the map that I have drawn. Those are for me to pretty much cue for you guys to roll new stealth checks. I'm going to try to do that for every map just in case we forget. Because I assume at all times if you're trying to be stealthy, you're going to be making stealth rolls. So that's what those mean. Yeah, that's all you really need to know about this cave system. Feel free to do what you want.
Do I need to roll a stealth for the elk?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
The elk
got
can
both
fit
in
in,
my-
so the elk will be able to fit into this cave system. Whenever it moves through the cave, it'll probably be moving at half speed just because there are some points in the cave system where it'll be a little hard to get through. So it will have move half speed inside.
Like, do we want to take the elk with us?
And you guys are far enough away that you can speak freely. There's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, for y'all's own safety, like own sanity. You guys are still like at the tree line. You're nowhere near close to the cave, besides what your tokens show.
I'm also gonna do my after I transform. You know, I grow really big. You know, my face becomes a little more feline-esque, and stuff like that. I'm also gonna do my crimson right,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just take my claws across my chest.
Hell yeah. Y'all see
My
Lorian.
first time seeing it too.
Yep.
I
Y'all see
take
Lorian transform. Sorry, what?
I take 2 damage.
Oh, nice. That's not that bad. Yeah, you guys see Lorian fucking go to really cool Lorian mode, ripping his chest with his claws, and his claws alight with fire.
I'm ready.
Well, did you get
What?
uglier?
Fuck you.
And Tyler, how long does that last again? Is it
An hour.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just turn to Ichabod. Did you say the elk thing out loud to the group, or did you say
Yes.
that out of game? Okay, so
Yeah,
then
that was to the group.
yeah. Then
It's like, do we want to leave the elk out here or
I'll just turn to
try
Gal
to
and say,
corral it inside?
can it fight? Like, is this like?
I think so. I don't know.
I mean, it'd be great
I
if
always
it
say
could
it
fight.
in
Like run in
first.
there.
Well, I mean, I guess I could use my boon of Sylvanas to maybe know that.
Like what it's
Alright.
capable of.
I completely missed. What were you trying to do? I'm so sorry.
Just figure out if the elk would be an asset in combat. Would it fight?
You don't have to make a check. So how this magic works? Remember, this is a magical elk. It's like a summoned creature.
Yeah.
So it has to obey. It will obey Gal's command as a bonus action, unless he doesn't give it a command. It will act on instinct. Giant elks. I mean, come on, elks are temperamental. If something's trying to fuck with it, it's gonna fuck with it right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get the sense that if something attacked this creature, it's gonna go balls to the wall and go crazy.
Okay.
But it is still if Gal commands it to be, stay or any kind of command like that, it will follow his command.
So I guess Bullwinkle is up to you, Gal.
I mean, we could send it first.
I mean, we still. Is it gonna be able to be quiet? Is the question. Like, we don't want to just run in there.
Is it gonna be quiet? It could go in quiet. I rolled a 22 for it to stealth.
Oh, well. Then
Just tiptoes in.
it definitely
Well,
could
I
lead the
proceeded to
pack.
roll, 4 for myself. So yeah, I think it could go in pretty good.
Well, maybe you should ride it in then, right?
That would be so cool.
I mean, as long as you can get on it without making a lot of noise.
I could try. I get on it making a lot of noise. Because my stealth check was not good.
Are we doing like singular stealth checks or like group? Like, yeah, okay. So, I assume we're about to go in.
inspiration.
Yeah.
So what are you? What is the plan here? You guys are going in quietly, or like what's the? Give me a little bit more clear instructions, because it sounds like there was an elk riding in, making noise plan. What's the overall plan? Sneaking.
Well, so
I think
far,
the idea is to sneak in.
yeah. So far, it's sneak in with Gal riding the elk,
Riding an elk.
and then we'll
Okay.
we'll follow suit with whatever order we decide.
Okay, so Gal, you rolled a 4, correct? And I rolled a
Yes.
22. Okay.
And it rolled a 22.
So I'm going to give you just DM's advice. If you go in with this elk, so whatever is in there is probably going to know you're there with that 4.
Yeah.
But regardless of that information, you guys tell me what you're doing and let's follow through with it.
Oh.
Let's go in that daggone cave.
Yeah.
Sarah, ride the elk.
What order do we want to go in?
I will probably stay at the back.
Yeah, tanks in front, squishies in the middle, cleric in back.
Mm-hmm.
Elk, where are we putting the elk? Oh, he's going first?
That's a tank.
Okay. Then
Okay.
I guess I'll be behind.
I can't be on it.
Oh, I guess maybe it goes on top
It'll
of you.
disappear.
And
Yeah, he'll go underneath it, but he's on it for the most part.
You could just like move the giant elk and symbolize both you and the elk. But
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I like
yeah.
that.
I rolled a 23.
Okay.
Stealth.
So this is just for y'all. Regardless of what rolls you got, whatever's in there's gonna know because Gal rolled a 4. So
Okay.
that precipient has
Oh,
already been. Like,
that's why I was asking.
why
Is this
I
going to
was-
be a
yeah.
total group check or if it's
No, this
singular?
is an individual thing.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I was letting y'all know if Gal goes in on the elk with a 4, something's gonna happen.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to give you a little bit of a
Oh well.
courtesy, but
well,
Well,
So,
even if
figure
he's
out-
off the elk, he'll still have a 4, right? It doesn't really matter at this point.
yeah.
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 Yeah. Sorry.
I will. Here's what I'll do. We'll rewind a little bit. Gal didn't make a stealth check yet. I want this to be, I don't want this to be just. I want to be as enjoyable as possible. I don't want you guys to feel like you're getting robbed or anything. I will say the giant elk, with the 22, that's fine. Like it'll cover Gal's ass. I will say that's part of Gal's stealth check. If he's riding on top of it, that's part of your stealth check.
Okay.
What did the rest of you all get?
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
I got a 13.
That's also what I got.
So far the lowest is a 13.
20.
I got a 15.
Okay. Now I gotta look at my notes real quick. Okay. Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
What is square root of 23? Okay. So, Did everybody get their stealth checks out of the way? The lowest was a 13, I heard, from Ichabod and Elzel.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes. Did Jayla
so here's
say
what's-
hers?
Oh, where's... Oh, yeah, Jayla's not here. Let's just say she missed it.
Run in.
Gal,
Sorry.
you missed it. Gal's dead.
Yeah.
Gal died.
I'm dead now. No.
The elk fell on him.
Go ahead and roll stealth check, Jayla. I don't know if I got yours.
I said 23.
Oh.
Okay, I just wanted to
Gotcha.
make sure. So the lowest of everyone's total was a 13. I don't know if you heard, but I scrapped Gal's 4. I'm gonna say his elk was stealthy enough to make it stealthy.
my crap. Save my
So
crap.
here's what happened. So you guys, you can move your tokens as far up to that line, position it wherever you want, and then I'll clear vision.
I go from in. Jailer, you're just gonna hug the elk's ass.
Why? Why is Ichabod?
So the elk's going in first. So okay.
Yeah.
No.
So it's kind of hard to see past elk from this perspective. This is awkward because this big ass elk's in the way. So what you guys see is like this through the elk's body. You see, it looks like this cave system. God, so
What does Gal see?
Oh yeah, Gal's on top of it. That is correct. So Gal, you see.
Yeah.
So here's what you see. You see a V4.
Oh my goodness.
So what it looks like
Letter.
to you is there. So entering this room, it looks like a. This cavern ends. So you all have dark vision except for Fiska and Ichabod, right?
Ichabod's
Or no,
got double
Fiska
vision.
and Gal. Okay, so Gal, Gal, you don't see goddamn shit. It's pitch black. You don't see any of this because it's pitch black. So you guys all only see about to like right there with dark vision. Those that have dark vision. The rest of it is pay no attention to the unerased area.
Remember, Ichabod can see 120 feet.
Yeah, I would say you have to get in front of the giant elk
Oh, right.
to peer. Yeah, this elk is so large, it's taking up so much space here. The only Gal's really the top of it. I will say, Gal, what you do, you see a faint orange glow, kind of coming from this left direction, this left entrance over here. It's very faint, but as far as what's ahead of you, you don't know. It's just pitch black.
Okay.
Yep, that's what you know.
Move, elk. Vamonos.
I can't see anything.
Move
And
forward.
Elk's gonna go forward
Okay.
quietly still.
Yeah, you guys are still stealth. You still have the same stealth checks. So what you see as you get up there, you see a little bit more of this cave section. As the glow gets a little bit stronger, you can't make out much from where you're at because that cave wall's there. And the make a perception check as you get a little closer. You see the light.
I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
Perception?
Yes.
22.
2?
22. 22.
Oh.
Not 2. No, it would have been 2 if I took the first roll.
So what you hear is you see the campfire or whatever, a campfire torch, some sort of fire element.
Ooh.
You see the glow coming off of that. You also hear what sounds like several sheep and goat just docile goat and sheep calls from further into the cave.
I'm gonna look back and say, we can go left, or we can go straight.
Just pick a
Mhm.
direction.
I can't see.
Then why are you in front?
Oh
I'm
my
on the
gosh.
elk. I don't know.
Can I like climb, like walk under the elk?
Yeah, moving through the elk space is considered difficult terrain, so it'll be a half movement. So if a battle breaks out, just remember that information. Anytime you move through a
Well,
character's space,
I'm
it's
gonna walk past them.
yeah. You can do that unimpeded. I'm saying if a battle breaks out, if you move through an ally, it's technically difficult terrain, so it'd be like 2 movements to get through one person. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you walk through. And what you see, you have dark vision, right?
I have blind sight.
You have blind sight to about 10 feet. So what you see is
Nothing.
More cave.
I'm just gonna like
Inch forward.
slowly inch forward.
Yeah, you get it right there. You see the campfire's glow is intense, and you see what looks like, kind of like a pin of like what look like two goats from what you can see. Some goats and sheep. You hear them. They're like, meh. It sounds like there's multiple, roughly 10 in total, 10 or so. But you see like a pin, and actually as you kind of come around the corner, the campfire illuminates more. And I'm gonna read out what this whole section shows, and then I'll erase the dark vision shit, the cave stuff. So you see that in the middle of this cave, kind of like poking around that corner, there is a bonfire that is lit, and it's relatively warm in here. There is a scent of roasting meat that fills the air as a hunk of meat on a spit drips juice into the fire. You see a spacious animal pen crudely built out of pine wood, and held within this pen are 7 goats and 6 sheep, so 13 total. I can't count. Who are lazily lying down and sleeping with one another. You notice that each animal has a crude small piece of wood dangling from each of their necks. Also within this cave is a wooden cart with a broken wheel, 2 old and weathered looking crates, and resting next to one of the crates are 2 barrels stamped with good meats heraldry.
Ooh.
And I'm going to erase the area for you. So you see what looks like another entrance over here. All these goobers. Sorry guys, I'm a little slow.
You're right.
So that's what you see as you kind of get into this more lit area of the room. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back this way and kind of like whisper under the elk and kind of describe what I see and be like, Lori, just go under the elk. Come on.
What about the other way we did go?
Do you really want to go check it out?
Yes.
We're on a time crunch.
Yeah, but it's behind us. Shouldn't we check our flank?
Okay, go.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Ichabod and Fiska to move forward because I'm taking up the rear. We are far away.
Yeah.
I have 1 feather on Ichabod in the dark zones, like last time.
Oh.
Yeah, and as you guys get kind of closer to the elk, you see like the faint glow coming from that left tunnel area over there. Lauren, you have dark vision and all that, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So this room, I'll just read it to you. So this dead-end cavern has a crudely excavated 10-foot wide pit in the middle of the floor.
Mm-hmm.
To you, since you have such a sensitive nose, the smell in this chamber is particularly foul. The smell alone is enough to make you want to vomit, especially with your heightened smell.
Mm-hmm.
What you smell is shit, and lots of it. Mainly coming from that hole in the ground.
It's a bathroom.
Oh. I found this shithole.
You
Wow.
investigated.
There's
Great.
poopy in here.
Your
Let's
mom.
move forward.
Fiska, do you want to check in the shithole for things?
Can't hear you. Elk.
I'll walk back and I'll relay the shithole.
Wow.
Why'd you put all the effort to come down? Go forward.
Yeah, let's continue.
Can I go look
forward.
down the shithole?
Yeah.
What's down there?
You see
Take a
literally tons of shit.
Anything?
Like
anything
large turds. Like it's not like small shit. It's like some big shit. Some real
Oh.
big shit going on. There's some real crappers up in here. There are various bones intermingled into the shit. It's it's disgusting. There's not much in there. I mean, if you want to get into the shit and investigate, you can certainly try.
You're gonna drown.
I'll keep
Drowned in shit.
going with the homie.
Okay. So yeah, you guys.
Leaving the shit.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I said I'm leaving the shit.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys all go into that room, you all see the exact same thing described. You see, there's that pin of sheep and goat. And you guys still have the same stealth. You're still stealthily moving into this cave system.
Can I check these boxes?
Yeah, the crates. Give me 1 second to read something, just in case.
Hey, those barrels, that's what we're after.
We can leave.
It's the mead. Let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah, I want to check and make sure.
Ooh.
We
Yeah,
still
so you
gotta
s-
defeat whatever's.
Yeah, no,
Anyways.
we're joking.
Hold on. Yeah, so you want to investigate the crates?
In
The crates.
barrels, whatever I find.
Okay, we'll start with the crates first. The crate to your left. You can.
Can I give her assistance?
Yeah, you can help her. The crate itself isn't locked or latched or anything like that. If you want to make a sleight of hand check to just see how quiet you can be while doing this, you will have advantage because Lorian's helping you.
Okay. Didn't roll that good. Sleight of hand is pretty good. 15.
Yeah, you easily take the lid off easily enough. Inside of this crate that you're looking in is what appears to be just a bunch of hay. You figure it's probably used to feed the sheep and goat. The crates that have the heraldry, Good Meats heraldry on it, the lids are off of them already, and you can see just inside of them that they are both empty. There's nothing inside of them. And then Fiska, I saw you were at the other crate. Did you want to look in that crate while you were over there?
I was gonna look at the goats.
Oh yeah, you can definitely. Okay, that's fine. I will say just part of that whole process, Jayla, you look in the other crate as well, and there is what appears to be like a lot of spices, different spices and herbs, like a KFC blend of spices and herbs. There's a lot. Very atypical, but there are spices in there. You guys, Fiska, you go over to the goats. What are you trying to do with the goats?
I'm looking at the crude piece of wood on them.
Yeah. So the crude pieces of wood, it's some really rough written common, very very sloppily, but it looks like these are all name tags for each of these animals. You see the goats have, I'll just list the names for you. So there's Stinky, Blinky, Poopy, Smiley, Frowny, Lazy, Fred. The names for the sheeps are Fuzzy, Curly, Nappy, Pinky, 3 legs. That's the only 3-legged goat or sheep in here. And then you see one that says that's labeled no tail, and it has no tail.
Wow.
And they all they're sleeping right now. They all took notice of you, but they're not startled by you all. But they continue to snooze in their little pen.
Is there a name tag next to the meat over the fire?
The meat over the fire.
Yes.
There's no name tag on that. The meat on the fire, you all see it. It smells really fucking good. It's just slowly cooking. Whatever it is, it's like it looks very tender. Whoever's barbecuing is a real good chef.
It's getting the shit out of my nose.
Yeah, it smells really good actually. Now, if any of y'all wanted to inspect the meat, you could certainly do that.
Yeah.
So as you get closer, you notice that this piece of meat has what look like arm stubs and leg stubs.
Oh no.
Whatever this
Oh, no.
was humanoid at one point. It was skinned. It's been properly prepared with all those spices. That's why it smells so good in here. This looks like a dwarvish body from just the total, just the the build of it. It's very small, squat, and sturdy, but it looks like a dwarvish build.
Think we found our Dwergar.
Oh dear.
No, it's an elk.
Oh.
Um,
I'm gonna know.
You do see that kind of close to the fire is a small bundle, and it looks like a battle axe and a pair of thick leather boots.
Oh.
What color is the axe metal?
It's just iron. It looks like a standard battle axe.
Okay.
Can I
Does it have any heraldry? Like any oh, we made this type stuff?
You look at the heraldry and it kind of looks familiar to some items that some of the party members have. Jayla had a crafted sword that has like the symbol of a blacksmith in God knows whatever town that was.
He's the guy who made the.
It's the symbol of the dwarf
Raiden, yeah.
from Rinshander. Pretty sure his name was something.
Oh, so
It's from East Haven. It's from it's from a shop, a dwarven shop in one of the towns that I can't think of the name of, but it has the same make and quality as that. It is a little bit dented from maybe hitting something, and it's probably useless as a weapon in the state it's in right now because it is very much blunted. But it's very much dwarvish make.
Can I look at the
oh, Grandol's Fine Dwarven Crafts.
That's exactly what I said.
Targos. It's from Targos. I'll mention. The dwarf had something from where you got your weapon.
Cool.
Is
It's
he in
probably
league
not.
with them?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take the axe.
Can I look at the boots?
Yeah. The boots themselves are. There's nothing extraordinary about them. You do notice that there are pieces of leather from the boots that are missing. Like it looks like someone has stripped some of the leather off for repurposing for something. And it looks relatively recently stripped. Like it was maybe an hour or so ago whenever this leather boot was dismantled.
Oh.
Okay. Does anybody need boots?
They're also dwarf sized, right?
Yeah, I can't fit them. No? Cool. Let's continue. Which way do y'all want to go? There's right, left, middle.
Hang on. Give me a second. I'm adding the shit to my backpack.
So, just to go ahead and plan ahead for when we can get the heck out of here, do we? Because that cart looks like it's got a bum wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Do we try to get the barrels of mead on the elk, or do we hastily fix a wheel?
I could put the elk outside. And they're
Well,
like, it's not
can't
really-
you pull more things out of your bag too,
I
if needed?
I think so.
Well, we can always do that last minute if the elk doesn't survive.
I mean, we can have him as the getaway.
Getaway elk. I love it.
The getaway elk.
Hell yeah. I love that.
We can park him outside.
Just have him
Well,
ready to
I
go.
also like the idea of having him as bait or something if we're going to get something huge.
It eats people.
Well, I see
Boy,
that.
does someone else want to ride the elk? I can't really see.
Well, in this chamber, you can see in this chamber when you enter the chamber, it's lit up by fire.
I can't see in the dark.
Maybe you should remedy that. Like a torch, maybe?
Aren't we trying to be secretive?
Right,
Yeah,
but
okay.
if he can't see anything,
I mean, I can hold on to someone.
there's also a big bonfire in the middle of this room right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, once we go out of this room.
Right.
Oh, he can't hold one.
I was gonna take a look
You're
at
gonna
the
have that
wagon
problem.
to see how busted it is. Like, is it quickly fixable or is it like?
It looks like it would take roughly an hour to fix. Just from a general glance at it, it's not entirely crap. Like it's not entirely busted. It looks like the wheel just fell off, and whatever metal was holding the wheel onto the wood has just been warped enough to make it fall off.
We might want to use the elk to carry it. We don't really have an hour.
Right. Yeah. That's why I wanted to check.
All right, so Jayla walks over to that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go across that black line, make another stealth check for me.
Guess we'll all go.
Yeah, we'll follow her.
Stealth.
I will say, as you guys move through that section, you see a small like fire glow coming from that center chamber. That one right above that tunnel you're going through right now.
Mhm.
It looks like there's like a small, like not as big as the campfire, but like a small torch. And what you see is about
Oh, as we pass, I guess.
that much of it.
Okay.
A little torch over there.
Is it lit? Oh, it is lit.
Yeah, it's a yeah. That's why there's a little light source right there. There's a little bit lit torch.
Lit.
It's lit.
24.
Okay. Is anyone else crossing that line with Jayla or?
I'll go with her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth checks if you cross that black line. Every time you cross a black line, just go ahead and roll stealth check.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Are we all going?
I'm just scouting ahead. I don't know if y'all guys want to follow or not. I just want to see if this is the right path.
Okay. Yeah, so you are looking into this cave system and you see a dragon. Now, you see that this cave extends a little bit and it looks like it goes back outside.
Oh.
Oh, then I turn back around.
Okay.
Well, we'll go to the edge and see.
Okay.
It
Yeah, let's
doesn't
make sure.
say. But
Oh,
once I
damn it.
realize it goes outside, hey, another
Okay.
escape route.
So you go outside and you see. I'm gonna read off what you see. So as you come out into this area, you see what look like two other openings besides the one. So there's like three entrances here. The one you're in, there's one a little off. You'll see it in a second. But there looks like there's two other cave openings over here. The westmost cave mouth has a low-hanging like cave mouth to it, so it's smaller than the other ones. And there looks like the frozen creek emerges from out of its dark depths. The center cave has an 8-foot high passage hewn from rock. It is moderately blocked by a tight stand of conifers and two massive logs. And the cave you obviously are in has this big yawning mouth. And you see a flickering light. If you came this way, you would have saw that. But basically, this is what the area looks like. You're going to see some green. The green area here is to establish that would be difficult terrain when moving through it. But this is what you see. Looks like these are some other entrances into whatever cave system you're in right now.
Okay.
Did you say
so-
8 feet?
Yeah. So this middle chamber right here, right here. The roof the little cave mouth looks like it's about 8 feet tall. And then this one over here is about 10 feet. But that just looks like the cave mouth on this one. This one looks like it opens up more. But this middle one looks like it's 8 feet. It's very narrow, very, very much smaller than
I've
the
got
other
an
entrances.
10-foot ladder.
Oh my gosh. Well, at least we know there's another escape. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's.
Tell the group. And we'll just bleh. There you go.
So if you cross that black line, make another stealth check for me.
I'm not
Ooh.
crossing it. I'm not crossing it. I'll stay right here.
16.
19.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's good to know if, things aren't going well. So did that look like it connected with the way we came? Where you exited? Like, does it just kind of wrap around, or is it its own other, like, whole path area?
It's a whole outside area.
Okay.
I think.
It might connect up with the stuff already, but it's hard to tell from the
Okay.
outside.
All right.
Alright. Do you want to check the middle one now?
Okay.
While they're doing that out there, I have been appraising the wagon to see how long it would take to fix it.
Yeah. You, Elza already did that earlier. It'd take about an hour to fix it. Where are you guys going? It takes about an hour to fix it. He kind of he'll express that to you when you come over there.
I was actually going to ask you, what if I used mending? How long would it take to fix it?
What level is mending? Just a cantrip?
It is just a cantrip. It repairs up to a foot. If the-
It would. I will say that with mending, let me read it quick. Record tearing object, be touched, just a broken chain link. I will say for the sake of it, still will take a couple of minutes. It'll take about 15 minutes, so it's about a quarter of an hour. So it drastically reduces the time to do it.
Okay.
But it's not an instantaneous fix.
Okay.
What if I also had an array of hand tools with my tinker's tools and proficiency with them?
It would probably take about 5 minutes with a good roll with those tools.
Oh shit.
Let's
So
get under
That's
the
part of
hood.
the mending. I'll give it a shot while everybody else is going further.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
get
what,
under the hood.
that's what I'm wondering. If there's some way we could like fix it, strap it to the elk, so everything's ready for if we have to get out of here really quick.
Now, I will say that with your tools to repair this machine or this wagon, it will cause some noise to echo throughout the cave.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want that. I'll ask Elzel what he thinks.
before-
You know what? We
before
have an
Jayla
elk.
moves-
Let's not worry about it. We have an elk. We don't need a wagon. I think is probably a good way to think about it.
So before Jayla moves into this area like a goober, here's what I'm gonna see. Since Lorian's there at the front of the wagon, Ichabod's there as well. I'm gonna reveal the area for you, and you guys can see what's ahead of you. So I gotta do something real quick because I don't remember what this section was called. Okay.
V6.
V9.
V9.
Oh,
V8.
You wish.
up here's V6.
So this chamber it's a little lit with that dull glow of a torch. The room itself is bisected by what looks like a ring shape that was excavated at one point. And you get the gist that maybe this was a potentially a burial tomb of some sort at one point with the way that the structure is in the middle. Sitting cross-legged between this destroyed stonework is a very large giant.
Ooh.
They have these oversized they have an oversized elongated face and these very gangly limbs. Their face is very friendly and almost welcoming to a degree, but you're quickly brought back to reality upon seeing their blood-soaked hide armor. They are standing up against the wall of that little excavated section, within close reach to what looks like a large spear, fashioned from bones, and a large shield decorated with what looks like leathery dwarf skin, probably from what was roasting on the pit earlier.
Is it like a darker?
No, it's like a dwarf colored.
Oh, okay. So it's not the door.
It's probably a separate entity than what you were tracking. And you see that they're currently focused on something as they continuously grind what looks like a stone knife against the floor, sharpening it, or they're sharpening it against the wall. That makes a little bit more sense. They're sharpening against the wall, and they have in their hand what looks like some leather scraps from a pair of boots. I'm gonna reveal the area for you.
You will.
And this is what you see.
Oh.
You've been promoted.
You're my elite employee.
So what you see is you get about halfway on either side, and you see Doug.
Oh, that's a good name because he dug the. He gave up.
Wait,
So
my
this is-
ex-speaks here? My ex-speaks name is Doug. What?
For sake of everything, that whole area is mostly shrouded in darkness. The torch there kind of casts a very slight shadow onto Doug, onto this large giant. But that's what those with dark vision, that's what you see in this room. Focused on sharpening a knife for this leather straps is a giant figure. Yep. And it has not noticed anyone yet.
I guess I'll turn back to my compatriots and just
wait.
kind of like make gestures.
There
be
you
like,
go.
I'll make gestures just to be like it's go time. Kind of. Or like, I'll point over there.
Which way are you pointing, towards the giant or like away from the giant?
Towards it.
But he doesn't know we're here.
Yeah, do we want to check the other tunnel and see if we can
Yeah.
have like another attack option?
From two fronts.
Yeah, we can have some people in this direction and then some on the other direction, so it's like surprising.
Been hurt.
Just want to be extra prepared.
Yeah.
He's a pretty big dude.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, he's roughly about 10, 12 feet tall. He's pretty fucking tall. I remember the caves in here are 20 feet high.
Okay.
So he's a very imposing figure. Even though his face is a little friendly looking.
He's nice.
Really?
Just so you know.
Okay, so you guys are still Gucci, still stealthing. He has not picked up on you.
I'm just gonna stay standing here
Okay.
and just
Yeah.
watch him.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
I will back Jayla up searching this way.
Okay. So Jayla doesn't have dark vision, but LSL you do, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
I have blind.
You have blind sight to about 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
So for
16.
Jayla, you can see about right there.
Cool.
It looks like this cave goes up into another section. For sake of brevity, I'm going to just erase it to the point where there's another black line.
Okay.
So this little cave is a little off. It gets pitch black in here. Jayla, you see with your blind sight 10 feet.
Yeah, I will go to
So
the
about right
black
there.
line.
Okay. At the black line right there, you don't see. It looks like the cave goes a little and then turns into another chamber, but you
Okay.
can't really make out what's in that chamber.
Secrets.
If you cross the black line, please make a stealth check for me.
Yeah, let me get to my.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Just in
Okay,
case.
perfect. Yeah, go for it.
I don't have one of those.
I'm all out.
Well, I'll put it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good job. I'm glad I did that.
What do you see?
21.
All right, hell yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll ask after.
I just whispered to JLM, did you see anything like around the corner?
Oh yeah, because he didn't cross the black line. So
I
yeah,
haven't yet, no.
if you step up a little bit closer with that stealth roll, you'll be something will happen.
Yeah, I
I'm
want
just messing with you.
I want to keep an eye line of the fire for now until I
Yeah,
hear anything
so-
from Jayla, yeah.
Yeah, so Jayla, this is what your blind sight sees as you come around that corner. So the first thing you notice when you turn the corner is there is a massive figure.
Oh shit.
They are heavily snoring, and it's the snoring's coming from this fat, giant, battle-scarred ogre. It is sitting with its back against the west wall as its head hangs low, and its chin rests on its chest. And you see a little bit of a thin stream of drool is trailing from its mouth onto a blood-stained leather loincloth. You can see some unpleasantries beneath the loincloth, and you kind of avert your blind sight. On the floor at its feet is a giant bloody great club with tufts of hair and bits of metal stuck to it. You figure that's probably the weapon that has been disposing of the creatures you've come across. And for your sake of vision, I'm gonna erase it. And you also see, I'm being generous with your blind sight. You also see what look like three casks of good mead heraldry upon them. It looks like 3 more casks of honey mead. Let me undo the token for you. This is what the big guy looks like.
Oh.
Friend.
Friend.
Nice.
Is he like hanging on to his club, or is it just like on the ground?
It's on the ground in front of him.
Can I go like steal it?
Big Bilbo vibes.
if you wish to interact with the club, you're gonna have to make another stealth check to. You're gonna make 2 checks. You're gonna make a sleight of hand check and a stealth check. I will say do the stealth check first,
Okay.
and then the sleight of hand will be you moving the object. So the stealth check will determine the sleight of hand check's DC.
Scared. But I think it's smart. Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. It's still.
Okay.
Is he sleep apnea?
No.
Oh.
It has fat apnea. It's just fat. Okay. So it was a 16, is what you said. So I'll tell you the DC of the sleight of hand check. It's going to be 8.
Oh,
Okay.
It's gonna be half the stealth check.
it's accomplishable.
So when I said, do you see anything, did you just keep walking and not even respond to me? Okay.
12.
Nice.
You pick up. It's heavy. It's a heavy club. It's well bigger than you. It's pretty big. But you are confident enough the way that you're holding it right now that you can, with half movement, you could slowly crawl your way out of the cave with the weapon. Eliza, you see coming around the corner, Jayla with this giant club, just giant great club that's just got tufts of hair. It's just bloody.
What? Okay. What's that?
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
I follow.
And once we get back in the room, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, you'll all see her. You'll all see her come out with this giant great club.
Oh crap!
And do I see the tufts of fur and everything on it at that
Yeah,
point?
you'll all see the tufts of fur. It's blood soaked. It's very easily discernible that this weapon was what was killing the people.
Ooh, throw it in the
There-
pool.
There's an ogre over there. I just stole his weapon.
Would you say,
He's asleep.
Fiska?
Throw it in the poop hole.
That's what I was gonna say. The same thing. Let's throw it in the shit
Okay.
pit. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Okay.
I go do that real
Just
quick.
run.
Yeah.
It takes Jayla about roughly like 5 minutes to carry it over. Or not 5, that's too long. It takes you like a minute total. Go over there. As you get close to the shithole, you see it just tons and tons of it. It's just disgusting. Especially your nose, it's overwhelming. You chunk the club in there, it makes a boop, flops out into the poop. And you see the great club just like
Like the Terminator.
pop
like a
into the
slug.
poop.
Sludge. It's like
Oh.
And then as the great club disappears, you see the little the last escape of air from it falling. It goes bloop, pops out.
Okay, weapon is disposed of. There's also barrels over there by the ogre. I didn't check them. I thought I should get the weapon away first.
I'll be more mead.
Yeah. So he's also blocking the path that I don't know if there's a path behind him, but
Oh,
if we did wanted to sneak. So we kind of have to pick and choose.
right.
I think maybe see if the giant probably first. I don't know. What would be scarier?
Well, did you say the ogre was asleep?
Yeah, do we just
Wouldn't
want to go try steal a barrel?
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be easier to take out somebody sleeping than this dude sharpening a knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can kill him in one blow and not make too many noises.
Well,
Either way, we attack one, the other one's gonna come.
yeah, either yeah.
Okay, well,
I talk to the giant.
Can you
I
can you
speak
speak
giant.
giant? Oh.
I can speak giant.
I mean, so do I, but I don't want to.
But I don't want to.
No.
I can.
I feel
They're-
like
they're
they
s-
eat people.
They're
so,
eating doors and they're squishing people.
Yeah, I don't think.
He's against his will. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's kill the
well,
troll.
Yeah,
There's a
let's go.
troll.
No, it's an orc.
An ogre.
An ogre.
Ogre. Ogre.
Good lord.
God. Sorry, I'm
Single
pro-
orc.
I'm profile.
I'm speciest.
Huh.
So
One
so
more.
it sounds like the plan. Sounds like the plan is to kill the ogre while he's sleeping. So if you guys cross that line, make sure you make stealth checks.
Could the elk fit?
If the elk goes through there, it'll, like I said before, anytime it goes into a smaller cavern, it's like half movement for it. And your friends will to move between it will take their half. It'll be a half speed for them to get through it as well. So it can. It definitely can.
What
That
if?
doesn't
He's
seem
not
wise
off for
though.
this.
What
if
if
we
we-
leave him here?
That's what I was gonna say. What if we
to
park the
stop
elk?
this guy?
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, I will say if it tries to go over the cart, it'll probably make some noise. So you can probably leave it
Yeah,
a little bit,
like
a little
right
bit.
here.
Well, like right, yeah, like behind the, like right there with Fisk.
Okay.
I
I'll
don't want
move.
to put it down and just make someone disappear.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you command it to just stay there. You tell it to stay, and it
Tell him to watch this guy.
yeah, it stays, and it's in its elk stance, defensive elk stance. It's
Nice.
awesome.
So
Yeah, as you guys head away from the fire, this those without dark vision, it turns into pitch black relatively quick. Up ahead.
So I'll just
Do
say
you
to the
guys-
group before we go across the line, just make sure we don't use any spells or swing wide and destroy the barrels. Otherwise, this is literally for nothing. We need those. So
Well, do we want to send someone pretty stealthy first to get the at least one barrel?
we
I
we
can
could
try
we can
again.
try that.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, roll stealth check for me.
And I will cast.
It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same process to pick a barrel up. It's gonna be another. You get your stealth to get into the room, your stealth to interact with the object, and sleight of hand to.
How heavy is a barrel full of mead?
I'm glad you asked about that because I have the statistics on that.
Right.
Each cask. Hold on, I might have been low ball. Let me look for it.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Jayla before she goes in. By the way.
Perfect. Yeah. So these casks are, it's like 20-gallon casks. They're roughly, they're big. They're big casks. They
20.
roughly each weigh about 200 pounds.
Yeah, 20 times
crap.
9.
So they are something.
Yeah, Ichabod can't lift that.
I'm
How much?
kind of
How?
strong.
Sorry. How
He's
heavy?
sickly.
About
200.
200 pounds.
Oh, I could probably lift it.
If I have a strength of 14,
Oh.
Yeah,
is that good?
I'm dictating that every
Barrel,
character that's relatively strong can pick them up.
Okay.
Fisk and Ichabod, I'm sorry, but I don't think y'all can pick them up. It'll be if you guys try to pick it up, it'll be a disadvantage to the sleight of hand.
I'm not even gonna try.
22.
Yeah, you into the room. The ogre is still.
And then sleight of hand.
Well, this first one's a stealth check.
Yeah.
Did you use guidance on the other stealth roll or no? Have you used
No.
guidance yet? Okay, I just want to make sure. The stealth check?
Guidance is a D4, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So the stealth check basically determines what your sleight of hand DC is going to be. It's going to be half of the stealth check, or it's going to be. It's going to be reduced by. It's going to be a number. After I said that out loud, I was like, that don't make no goddamn sense.
Well,
It's going to be a number.
luckily, I have guidance, so that helps
Sure
a
do.
lot. So that was 14, brings it up to 19.
Yeah. DC 6 sleight of hand to move the barrel.
Oh, cool. Then I'm gonna grab a barrel and.
You see Jayla come back around with this giant cask of what you can only assume to be good meats, honey meat. And you see her just like waddling back. Where are you taking it to?
I'll just take it. Probably, should I take it to him or should I take it over here?
Take it out more. Just in
Do you
case.
want me to just take it all the way to the front?
Yeah.
Okay, I put it there and then I walk back in.
There's a
Wait.
barrel over here. There's a barrel right there.
Can I hide it in the bush or something so no one takes it?
Son of a
Just in
bitch.
case.
The harpies.
Okay. Are we ready?
There's a barrel in a bush.
Barrel
I'm a
bush.
little busybody today.
All right, so y'all see Jayla. Y'all wait the minute or so it takes for her to go out and kick in.
She's got her pump on, you know.
I'm tired. Alright, how are we doing this? We just all sneak in? What are...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I try. I just need to hold on to someone.
Well...
Oh,
Who can
wait.
see very well? I can only see a little bit.
I can see.
Dorian, I'll hold your hand.
Well, not my head. My clothes are on
Oh,
fire.
okay, my bad.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
go
just
in.
can't see.
Stealth check.
Oh.
Are we all crossing the boundary line?
If anyone crosses the boundary line, make a stealth check.
19.
Ooh, wow.
I'm gonna stay back here, depending on
16.
what
16.
happens to you guys.
Yeah, I'm not going in there yet.
Well, let's just think about
Right.
what could have been prevented if Lorian was a little bit quieter. Lorian's natural one.
Oh. I didn't
That's
hear that.
awesome.
You guys step into this chamber, and as you're coming into this chamber, Lorian, your claws kind of accidentally like scrape against the wall a little bit as you're moving past through, and you hear the snores of this ogre. Huh? What the? Huh?
Gal?
And it starts sniffing, and it looks over and sees Jayla, and it roars at you. I need y'all to roll initiative, as this giant ogre has spotted you, making noise throughout the entire cave system. Yep. Let me give me 1 minute to
Oh, nice
get
roll.
these. All right, so let's do. We'll do Jayla. What's your roll?
17.
Very nice. 17. 17. All right, Ichabod.
19.
19. Lorian.
7.
7. Visco.
7.
7. Instead of saying whoever has the higher dexterity, you guys can choose what order. Right at the beginning of this combat, what order do you want to go? Do you want to go Lorian first, Fisco? You want to go Fisco, Lorian? Make that decision.
Lorian can go first. He's closer.
Okay, so it'll be Lorian and Fisco. All right, Elza.
22.
Jesus Christ, Gal, what'd you get?
12.
12. So I think what I'm going to do is What'd you roll for the giant elk? Actually,
We left the giant
elk goes on your turn technically.
Yeah, technically.
So I'm just going to remember it goes at the end of your turn. I'll put a 12.
Hey.
He's supposed to like stop anyone from coming to get us. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
he's
was
stopping
his.
anyone.
Let me just make sure I'm
Oh, he's our offensive line.
He's gonna be the one to fight this guy over here.
What's his name?
Friend?
Oh, lasagna?
Lasagna. Okay.
It's lasagna.
The giant elk.
Okay, so let me change the music too.
Fight music.
Yeah. It's 9:32, so I'm pretty positive you guys will cream the corn, as they say, relatively quick. Well, who knows? Wait, shit, I fucked that up. Give me 1 second. I will tell you the initiative. It's going to be Elazel first, Ichabod second, and then you guys think about what you want to do while I fucking figure out how to put music in there. The ogre, it sees Lorian, or it hears Lorian and sees Jayla. It just lets out this deep and guttural, loud belch of a roar, and it echoes throughout the entire cave system. You see the icicles above you. They jiggle a little bit. They don't break, but they certainly feel the reverberation off of the ogre's loud, stinky roar. And let's see if it plays this. And the battle music cues the battle as Elzo, you are on deck. You hear this belch. You don't really see the ogre, but you hear this loud belch just erupt from it. What are you doing?
As soon as I hear that, I am going to cast Bless on Jayla.
Okay.
Really cool Lorian, Gowl, and wait, do I have 3 or 4? Oh yeah, those 3. Yeah.
So Gal, Lorian, and Jayla, you each are blessed. Elazel's concentrating on that that spell. I'm gonna mark y'all's tokens as yellow to show bless. And then Elazel, I'm gonna give you the border, I'll give you a white border to show you're concentrating on bless.
Yeah, so you get a D4 to attack roll or saving throw.
No.
And so I'm concentrating on that for a minute, so that's 10 rounds. So
Yes, sir.
plenty of time.
I don't think we're ever gonna get to round 10. I don't think that has ever happened.
We'll see. And then I will. I think I won't back up too much, just enough to where friend can't see me.
Okay.
And then what can I do for bonus actions? Not a whole lot, right? Yeah, that's about it. I will, yeah.
Yeah, Lorian, Gal, and Jayla, you feel this divine radiance descend upon you all. Awesome. Ichabod, it's up to you. Ichabod, you see Elazel quickly cast a spell. You hear this belching of a roar coming from up ahead. What are you doing?
I'm thinking about doing something real dumb.
I love it. I love it. I love that.
Nice.
I don't think I have enough movement, though. Let's see, that's 18. So that would be, hypothetically... Could I well, shoot. Hold on.
And these squares are 5 feet, by the way.
Right.
The squares are 5 feet.
Could I move and stand there?
Yeah, I will say that in this little section right here, there's going to be enough movement for y'all to easily get through, unless there are 2 character tokens like right on top of each other, right next to each other. So you have no movement impairment getting through Gal, Warren, and Jayla. So,
Okay.
So it takes you, what, 15 feet of movement, basically?
Yeah, it was something like that. So, how dumb do I want to be? Let me see something real quick. What does this do? Extra. That's pretty good. You know what?
I know where this is going. Let's do it.
So, Ichabod is going to continue moving. And he's going to run up to the ogre.
All right.
All over.
All right.
Oh my god.
You
Oh,
don't have
fucking
bless,
right.
by the way.
Now, hold on. As his bonus action, he is going to cast Wrathful Smite.
All right.
And so.
Jacob doesn't know what that does, by the way. I was just saying all right
Okay.
because that sounds cool.
Yeah, it does.
So, bonus action, it's concentration. The next time I hit with a melee weapon attack, so obviously I'm going to use my cool kinetic axe.
Yeah.
My attack deals an extra d6 psychic damage. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me until the spell ends.
It is a creature, so that will happen.
Yeah. So, I am going to use my inspiration on my attack.
All right.
There you go.
That's not good.
Nope.
Oh wait, it's also plus what? What the heck do I got? Like +6 or something like that?
Oh,
Yeah.
this creature it has a loincloth. Its skin is very leathery, but
Okay.
there's not much
Right.
armor on this creature.
Well, that being said, 22.
Yeah, that hits. That definitely hits, my friend.
Okay, so do 6 plus 4. So there's 6 plus 1d4 force damage.
From the axe, correct? The 1d4 comes from that axe.
Yes.
So as Ichabod is running past you, you all see the vibrating. His axe is like vibrating from his movement. As he swings down, that extra energy just disperses into the blow into this creature.
So then that's 2 points of kinetic energy, and then 6 points of psychic damage.
Did it need to make a save? Was there a save associated with the psychic damage?
There was a save to see if it's scared of me or not.
Okay, so you did 14 points of damage total.
Uh-huh.
6 of which was psychic, 8 of which was just regular damage. Oh, the full hit registers it. It's like, and it like grunts in pain. What was the wisdom save?
It's a wisdom save.
It failed. It
for-
failed instantly. It failed. So
Nice.
yeah. These
It
creatures
must-
aren't very smart, by the way.
Weird.
Yeah, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me until the spell ends.
So it is frightened of you technically. Currently, it's going to have a little bit of a black border as it's frightened, and you're concentrating on that spell as you come through with it. So, as frightened, the condition frightened works. So frightened makes it where it has to either try to move away from you as much as it can, or it can attack you at disadvantage.
Okay.
This chamber it's in is very. There's no real room for it to run away, so figure out that it's probably going to attack you if it gets the option to. But it will be a
But-
disadvantage.
Because it's scared of me, I'm just going to stand there in front of it and scowl at it.
Yeah, it's like it's whimpering like a dog too. As soon as you hit it, it's like. "Ah, ah, ah." All right, hell yeah! I put a white border on your character to show that you are concentrating.
Okay.
All right, we go to this thing's turn. Jayla, you are almost up. Give me a moment. Okay. You hear a roar, echoing throughout the system. It seems like it comes from further in the cave system, and it's just loud, like it's just loud growl. It sounds like a bear of some sort, and you just hear these heavy do thuds as this large giant polar bear comes into the fray, and it sees the giant elk, and it locks eyes with the elk, and it just and roars. There's an animal fight about to fucking happen.
Sweet.
Place your bets.
Jayla, it's your turn.
I'm gonna get right up on friend.
Yep, and he is frightened. You see, he's been gashed. He's 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 a little gassy because he's so afraid of Ichabod right
And I'm gonna hit him with my scimitar. And then if it hits, I'll use a goading attack for extra damage.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
And I am blessed. Fort.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Sorry, it registered in my brain really slow.
And then Fury. Comes up. Points of damage.
Hell yeah, that's a lot of fucking damage. Hell fucking yeah. What does goading attack do to it?
So he has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. He fails. Same roll as
So-
Ichabod's.
So he has disadvantage on all attack rolls against other targets besides me.
Okay. All right, I like that.
And then bonus action, I'll use my
Two weapon fighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot. 17 plus whatever.
It hit. Yeah, that definitely hits.
But I don't get
It's just the dice roll.
4 points.
4 points of what did you hit him with?
My scimitar, so it's.
So you got your craft made scimitar in one hand and your other one in your other hand. Hell yeah. It's not happy about that at all, and it's so is that anything else you want to do? Sorry, is there anything else you want to do?
That's
That's it.
all I can do.
Okay, yeah. So you hit it. You stab it a couple times. It roars out, and it looks at Ichabod and it turns and just like, and it's just gonna punch. It's so afraid of Ichabod that it's gonna attack you. So it's swinging with its. Well, first around, you see it look around for its great club. It's like, huh? And so it's just like, and it just brings this giant fish, just like tries to punch you in your face with it.
Okay.
And this is going after Jayla Ichabod, so it's not attacking you. So this is going to be an 8 to hit.
Nope.
It hit you. You duck under as it punches the wall, and as it hits the wall of the cave, you feel the vibrations carry through the wall a little bit. It was a very strong punch. No! Fuck. That's its turn. It can't really move anywhere at the moment, and it is afraid of Ichabod. That it's in the state of just attack anything but that scary creature. Awesome. We go over to Gal. It's your turn. You hear the fight going on ahead. You hear a roar coming from behind you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna just, start shaking my hands and say, "Fuck yeah!" and then rage.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Can't even see.
Yeah, you rage in the dark. You hear shit going on up there, and you just rage
I
in
know
the dark.
something's happening, and I'm ready.
Your rage echo just resounds throughout the entire cave system as well.
And he's gonna run forward, almost run into the wall,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
kind of like nudge it.
You like
and
shoulder
just keep
check it a little
running
bit.
until I run into something.
Yeah, you So yeah, you run up as fast as you can. You hear the loud grunting. You're able to figure out exactly where it is, but you still have disadvantage on attack because it's in the dark. But you get a sense of it, like a general sense of where it's at, and you won't hit your comrades if you attack. So go ahead and roll at disadvantage.
Okay, that's and then what does Bless do again?
It gives you a D4 to attack rolls, or ability checks, or saving throws. I'm pretty sure.
And
Is
it's
it
for
just
the
a
whole
one-time
minute,
use?
Right?
It's for a whole minute. As long as he maintains concentration for a minute, you have it the whole time.
Wait, that is 15 to hit.
That hits.
Oh my god. Alright, sweet. I was worried for a second. Then D12, that's cocked. Alright, that is 11 damage.
Hell yeah. You hear purchase against this larger creature, and it roars out in pain. Hell yeah, dude. Good. Anything else you want to do?
That's all for me. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah,
but
bonus
the
action,
elk-
rage, move, attack. Yeah, the elk. So
Yeah.
after your turn, the elk is going to go. The last command you gave it was to stay, but we're gonna just say for narrative's sake, it's attacking whatever's
It
coming.
was, yeah,
so
it was
feel
ready.
free.
It was ready.
Yeah, so if it wants to move over that cart, it's half movement to get over the cart. So
Okay. Would you say this is like 20 feet then?
yeah, you'll be able to approach it. It's just gonna the half movement's gonna take you to get over the
Wait,
cart.
I'm gonna make the elk use charge.
Okay.
And so what it will do, since it's 20 feet kind of in a straight line,
Mhm.
it attacks. And so it's gonna roll its attack, and it's a ram.
Yes, sir. A
That
dodge ram.
is, 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Sweet. And then I gotta grab yeah. And then that's 11 damage.
All right, 11 damage on this polar bear as it rams it.
Yes. And then with charge, it gets an extra 2d6. But it has to make a DC 14 saving throw.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage for it.
So
And it's a
that's-
DC strength check. Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's another 7 damage.
7 more damage. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So you off in the distance you hear this elk just charge and ram into this polar bear. It makes a mighty wound. You hear the polar bear roar out in pain. But as the polar bear as the elk tries to lift the polar bear up, off screen you guys don't see it, but the polar bear grabs its horns and just roars in its face as it has the elk's horns in its hand, its paws.
Okay.
It did not get knocked prone.
Dang it. All right.
It rolled a 19 and plus 5 modifier, so 24.
Hey, that's
yeah.
one strong polar bear.
All right. We go over to the other giant turn. The other giant's going to go, and then it's going to go Fiska, or then it's going to go Lorien, then Fiska, because that was what was determined. So this other large giant creature, he grabs his spear, he grabs his shield, he mounts it, and he runs at the polar bear area with the elk, and he's going to get right up on the polar bear, and with its spear.
Oh, it has reach? Or not?
It does have.
Lasagna. The elk come to die.
Lasagna alone.
It's going to. So this is what it's going to do. It's going to move 10 feet.
Goodbye, lasagna.
It's going to, with the double prot, it's going to shank this giant elk over the polar bear. So it gets a little bit as close as it can get, which is about right there.
Okay.
And it's going to just double jab at the giant elk. So, 2 attacks. First attack is going to be a 14 to hit.
That does hit.
The second attack is going to be a 18 to hit. So both attacks hit.
Mm-mm.
It's going to take. First attack is going to be 19 points of piercing damage.
Holy Lord.
Second attack is going to be 12 more points of piercing damage. So,
Is he gone?
how much damage was that? It was 19 for the first one, right? And 12 for the second?
31.
31 points of damage. So the elk
He
takes
stood up.
31
Ooh.
points of damage. That has been just as the bear, like you can't see it, but I'm just gonna describe it. The bear's holding on to this elk, and it's like twisting its neck, and the giant just stabs it twice in its neck, and it's just ripping into it. Awesome. We go over to Fiska's turn, or we over to Lorien's turn, and then Fiska, you're on deck.
Okay. I will, I guess I'll just charge at the I'll charge at friend. I'll
Yeah,
stay
you-
behind Gal, because I can hit from...
Yeah, with your long ass arms, yes, you definitely can.
Yeah. And I'll take two strikes at him. Because when I'm transformed, if I take a strike with my claws, I can use my bonus action to take another.
That's right. Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. I got 15 plus 6.
That's gonna hit. Just go ahead and roll damage on this first attack before you do the second one.
Okay. D8. A D8 plus 7 plus a D4. Oh shit. I do 9 points of piercing. Oh,
9 points of-
actually, it's a different. These are different dice since I'm using my hands.
Yep.
So, it's 6, 7. I do 12 points.
12 points of damage.
Slashing. Yeah.
And is that included with the fire damage too? Do you
Yeah.
do fire? That's
I
okay.
do 1 point of fire damage.
Yeah. So as you lash out with your claws kind of illuminates the area for everyone to see. You cut across its stomach. Some of its guts hang out. It's still, you see, it's like trying to pick its guts up. It's still alive. It's still hanging on by a thread. So go ahead and make your second attack.
Yeah. Okay.
You still have guidance. You still have
Got
guidance.
25,
That hits.
and then go another hit for 4, 6. He does 15 points of slashing damage.
Yeah. How do you dispatch this monster? How do you kill this ogre?
After the first slash, he's like smiling, and you can kind of see like the sides of his face come undone, and his own blood is kind of trailing down his face.
Mm-hmm.
And he just he says, "Time to die," and he'll as he slashes across the stomach, he'll take both of his hands and kind of pull it open and let his guts pour out.
Yeah. You at least carnage in this room as this ogre is just split in half with this blood. This blood just sprays everyone in the room gets covered in a nice thin mist of blood. As you dispatch this monster, you all see, with dark vision, those that have dark vision, you see what looks like a little bit of a tunnel that heads into another chamber. Behind the dead body of that ogre. Awesome. Do you want to do anything else? More movement, or are you done?
I moved what? I moved 10 feet.
I think so. Yes.
I guess I'll use the rest of my movement to 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll just get there and
Okay.
try to start going to where I do the rest of the fighting.
Yeah, Elzo and Fiska, you both saw Lorian just disappear into it and come back out just drenched in blood. There's blood just sticking to his fur. You guys can make the educated decision or educated guess that whatever was in there is dead.
You would also have heard me like scream "Time to die."
That is right. Yes. Fiska, you are up, and then we go back to the top of initiative with Elazel on deck.
So I am going to, seeing that and hearing everything I just heard, I'm going to kind of peek around down here, and I'm assuming I'm going to see.
Yeah. So from
Doug.
that. Well, from
Should I
that,
go further? I can go
you'd have to
further.
go a little further to see Doug. You'd actually have to go down to like around here to get a clear shot on Doug. So you move down there. As you come in, you initially see the polar bear and the giant elk just in locked absolute mayhem, animalistic battle. It's just ravaged.
Okay.
It's exhilarating. And then you see, kind of taking little shit shanks behind the polar bear is Doug, as he's poking the elk. So you have line of sight on him.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm not going to shoot at him. I see that and I'm like, oh god, and I'm going to throw one of my cards of illusion into the sheep and goat pen.
Alrighty. All right.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Craig, if you would ever be so kind to pull out the cards and display some for Emily to see.
See what we get.
Just with the numbers facing you.
5 of them?
Yeah, I think 5. Just shuffle them, pull 5 out at random, and we will deal with that.
All
Pick
right.
a card, any card.
We got
any
a
card.
7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. All right.
7 of diamonds.
Let me go look at your thing and see what it is. 7 of diamonds. We have. Where am I?
It's not on the
Am I-
list.
What the hell? Pull another card
Okay.
and
That
replace
one's
it.
not real.
Wait, are you picking from 5 of them? Should I show you all
Yeah,
5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
show her 5
Oh.
and let her pick from.
Well, that's what I was
Yeah,
going to
that's
tell
fine.
you what they all were, because I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, but...
No,
Well,
I-
don't show them too.
you're
Oh, yeah.
Don't show them.
supposed to
Okay, I could actually
You're
see
not
them.
supposed to show it.
What?
Show the backs of where the numbers are towards you. Show like the backs like that and spread them so she can pick.
Gotcha.
Oh, 5.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
5 more. Understood.
But also, apparently, there's no 3 through 7s of any suit.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. I don't know why it's like that.
There's no 3 through 7s?
Yeah. We're
Okay.
looking for aces, queens, jacks, 10, 9, 8, 2s. What the hell is this list? This is so stupid.
All right,
This is,
which one you want?
I'm feeling a second from your right.
This one?
The second from your right.
Well, it's
So the
everything's reversed. So
Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
So
Oh,
this
yeah,
one.
Let's do that one.
This
Yes,
one?
That one.
okay,
Yeah. Let's see it.
you got the 10 of spades.
Ten of
Oh
spades.
shit!
Is the other
what
one
we got?
better? Frost giant. Here we
It's a
go.
frost giant.
Oh,
Giant battle.
that's
Alright.
convenient.
That frost giant's gonna appear, and I am going to have him like. I don't know, how much illusion can he do? Can he pretend to like be equal?
So the way the illusion works, it acts according to its nature, like a frost giant. So it's gonna be, for all purposes, it's not gonna be able to make attacks or anything, but it looks like a frost giant. So I'm gonna. So let's see, frost giant. Holy shit.
If it were a real creature.
Yeah, it behaves as a real creature. So as it, you throw this card on the ground, that card just springs to life. This frost giant just, it like crawls its way out of this tiny card. It's very, it looks like it's very goofy. It's very much Genie in Aladdin where he comes out of the lamp. He just like pops out, and then it looks around, and it's not hostile towards you because that would be stupid. But it sees the creatures in front of it, and it's just readies its giant axe above its head, and it lets out this belching like gravelly roar as it charges. Well, it's your command. So what do you want it to do?
Well, since it's like unveiled, it's an illusion as soon as something like.
It has to make an intelligence check to like determine if it's not an illusion. So you immediately see on the face of Doug, the polar bear, the giant elk. The giant elk hears something scary from behind. There's a fear that sits in with Doug and the polar bear, as this frost giant is a very imposing figure to them. So that it may affect their actions next round. It will affect their actions next round. So awesome, dude! Hell yeah!
Cool.
Anything else?
I would like him to look like he's going to eat the meat.
Like he's gonna eat them? Is that what you said?
Eat like the meat that's hanging over the fire.
Oh yeah, like it's raising its axe above its head, and then it's like roaring, and it looks down. Thunder.
Cool. All right, that's all I got.
Hell yeah. A very. What the fuck? That's a what the fuck happened. Okay, sweet. We go over to Elazel. You're on deck. Ichabod, Elazel, you're up. Ichabod, you are on deck. Elazel, you obviously see Fiska throw this card down. You see this frost giant. You know it was summoned from your friend.
Okay.
I
was gonna ask.
You have the inclination that it's not hostile against you. It is very intimidating to see this large hulking frost giant.
So I will. Let me move myself here. After seeing that, I'll pop in here, and I'll just say, so Fiska just bought us some time. She just unleashed a frost giant, and we could either grab these barrels and try to run past, or go deeper. Apparently, it looks like. So, yeah. So I moved, what was that, like 10 feet? So I'll go 10 feet back. And
Well, Emily, make sure you remove a charge from the deck if you haven't yet.
I did.
Okay, cool.
another 10 feet. When I was up there just talking to them, could I see it, like that path pretty clearly?
Yes.
Did it look big enough for a giant to fit through?
The little path in looked very small. It does not look big enough for a giant to fit through. It looks roughly maybe about 4 feet wide, 7 feet tall. So it's a very, very much a narrow corridor into another room.
Okay, just trying to think of my best course of action here, because I have a clear shot on the polar bear. I don't know if I want to use my spells right now on that. I think what I will do, I'm gonna hold a first level chromatic orb
Okay.
for if the giant gets past like the polar bear and the elk and goes after Fiska.
Okay.
And basically just wait for everybody else to come out if that's what they decide to do, kind of thing.
So the trigger on this spell is to see if this large giant runs into the room to attack Fisk.
Basically, yeah, if he
Or
ignores...
do harm to your companion.
Yeah, if he ignores the polar bear and the elk and goes past, yeah.
Yeah. So as part of holding a spell on your turn, it will take up your reaction when it gets... So if it does trigger, it's going to take your reaction.
Okay.
The spell does get lost if it does not go off. It still loses the spell slot. That's how
Okay.
holding the spell works. So
right.
you have that just lightning crackling in your hands, and you're just concentrating on an orb as it phases in and out of the different types of damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We go over to Ichabod. It's your turn.
Ichabod's going to go through this passage and see what's back here.
Perfect. I'm glad you did that. You die. No, on the other side of this, room, this looks very much like a burial, like a tomb. You see a large tomb-like coffin with a lid, a stone lid holding it shut. So this room is 10 foot high, 15 foot wide, with narrow natural exits to its east and west. In the middle of the room is a heavy-looking rectangular stone block. The block itself is as long as the passages. It's 7 foot wide, 7 foot long, 4 foot wide, 3 foot tall. Around you in this room are several beautiful murals. These murals appear to tell a story not most know about, showing a tribe of humans scouring the land, fighting off yetis, giants, and strange and unfamiliar creatures. One of the murals shows this tribe mingling with different races, ranging from Goliaths, dwarves, to even some blue-colored Onagos. Throughout the various murals of combat, this chieftain figure is depicted wielding a small black stick and seems to always be holding a yellow, shining gem in their hand. And at that moment, you realize that you are standing in that tribe's chieftain's tomb. This is the chieftain's tomb. This room is. That's what you see as you enter this fray, this room. You see a little passage that goes off to the side, back into that room that you would have saw dug in.
Okay.
And then the path continues into another section, another cave section across. Which for you can see in the dark, so it goes across.
Yeah. So I am not going to take any time to actually explore the rest of this room. Let's see, I think that was what? 10, 15 feet, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do 15 more feet and then 30 more feet, right?
If you dash, yes.
If I don't do anything else.
Yeah, if you take the dash action, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that then. So I'll do that. Yeah. So it'll be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and I'm going to stay right there.
Okay. Yeah, you see the large imposing back of this giant creature. You see the polar bear. You can't really see anything else past those two beings, as they are pretty much locking the chamber, locking that tunnel down. But you have the flank on this individual, and it does not notice you approach. It has not taken notice of you yet.
Okay.
Awesome. We go over to the polar bear. The polar bear, it sees this frost giant amidst the combat. It's locked in combat with this elk, and it's gonna make an intelligence roll. It's an animal, so it's gonna be a fight or flight. We'll say DC 10. If it beats it, it's going to attempt to flee. If it rolls lower than 10, it's going to continue to fight the elk. So here we go. All right. This polar bear, if it could say, fuck this shit, I'm out, it's what it does. It pushes the elk as much as it can. It turns away, and it's going to take its full action to dash away from the elk. So the elk will get an opportunity attack.
Wait.
So
it's gonna ram it again. That doesn't hit. Well, A 10?
A 10 misses, sadly.
Alright.
So this polar bear, it just makes a mad dash away. So it's gonna move through the space that Doug's in. So it's gonna be difficult movement. So it's 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. It's gonna and it runs off into the darkness, away from the party, and it gets relatively far away. But it fucking turns ass and it runs. Its survival skill kicks in, and it is.
I don't suppose I would get the swing at it as it went by.
Yeah, if it passes you, you do get an attack of opportunity. It would have passed right through you. It would have noticed. It would have took notice, but you see, it's all purpose. Its eyes are just, it's scared, and it's just boom, boom, bolted past you.
Okay.
I'll bring it right back so you can attack it before it leaves.
Yeah, why not?
It doesn't really do anything for the for your action. It doesn't affect how your attack goes, but just for visual.
An 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
11 does not hit it. In its frenzy state, you go to swing and you cut some fur, but it continues to truck it and it gets
I
out.
was trying to be cool about it so it doesn't.
Yeah. It's like, move, bitch, get out of the way. It runs away from
Okay. Doesn't
whatever
notice me too
happened.
much.
We go to Jayla, and then Gal's on deck. So Jayla, what are you doing? You saw Ichabod disappear away from you into that side chamber. You don't know where he's at now. And then you hear some stuff going on in the other chamber.
I'm actually gonna go through the chamber too.
Okay. I don't know why I'm moving you. Sorry. Move your character.
Hold on. Why is it not?
Make sure you select your token. The token browser one and move it.
Okay.
There you go. So yeah, you come into the same room. You see the exact same thing with your blind sight. You see the murals and all that. And you know it's a tomb. That's definitely a tomb. And you see, as you come out, you see Ichabod. Next to the fire, his body's lit up by the little torch on the ground. And you don't have good visual on the giant.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
If I go through Ichabod, is that next?
It's difficult terrain technically, so you would be 10 feet of movement to get through.
15, 20, 25.
You get right there, you see this hulking figure. He's blocking up the majority of that tunnel. You don't see anything on the other side of him, but you do see that large giant figure.
Well, I'm gonna use a bonus action to Goring Rush since I used the dash action.
Okay,
I'm moving
go for it.
20 feet. And I can make a melee attack with my horns.
You sure can.
And I still have Blessed, right?
You sure do.
Okay. Mm, 13.
You go to it hears you approaching from behind, and it kind of like it does a thing where it like moves its shoulder, it looks back at you, and in that process it dodges the attack. You miss. And as you like look up, you see the giant elk, and then behind this huge frost giant, just imposing frost giant, that just you don't know what the fuck that is. You don't know where that came from, and you don't know if it's hostile or not. You weren't able to witness it.
Came
Oh,
back there.
that's right. Elizo did tell you. So you see this illusionary frost giant. It's fucking just terrifying. But you miss, and this other giant has taken notice of you. So, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yep, that's all I can do.
All right, we go down to Gal. It's your turn with your elk going after you. What are you doing, bud?
I'm gonna try and get out of this chamber going this way.
Okay.
But I don't know where I'm going because
Yeah, you are.
I'm running into the wall.
Yeah,
Running into the
you
wall.
find the wall and it helps guide you. You see Lorian's fire claws, and as you come around that bend, you see the fire up ahead. So you have enough visual to keep going. You know where to go once you come around that corner.
I don't think how much. I'll just move right here. Actually, I'm gonna dash.
All right, go for it.
5, 10, 5.
Do you see that imposing frost giant? And it's very intimidating to see. You're like, what the fuck is that? But
Why
you know
is
it's
there a
not.
frost giant?
Yep. And it's eyeballing the cooked meat on the fire pit. All right. Anything else you want to try and do? That was your dash action.
I don't think there is anything I can really do.
Okay.
Yeah, so my rage drops as well.
Your rage drops. Awesome. We go to the elk. It's the elk's turn. What's the elk doing?
Wait, he's gonna push forward and hit this guy.
All right, go for it.
That's a 17 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And then it is 9 damage.
9 damage. Yeah. It as it looks back at Jayla trying to shank it, it opens up its body towards the elk. The elk gets a nice hit right into its chest. And it does damage, but it doesn't penetrate enough to like, you know, it like scrapes off and tears some skin off with it. Awesome. Anything else?
That's all it can do.
Okay. We go over to the big boy. The big boy's turn. Giant's turn. It did not roll well on its its fight or flight. So this is what's going to happen. It's going to see the frost giant. It doesn't know whether or not it's real or not. He sees a frost giant. He's like, fuck that. That's the path I don't want to go. So it turns around and it's going to leave the giant elk's melee range. It's going to take 2 jabs at Jayla. And then it's going to continue to try to get past and run away. So the elk can make another attack, a reaction attack against it if it wants.
Oh yeah. That's 24.
That definitely hits. Holy shit.
And then that's 8 more damage.
Yeah, it scrapes against its legs as it runs away. As it runs away, Jayla sees you and it's like, no, what's happening? And it's in a confused state. It's going to just shank you twice with its spear as it runs past. So it's going to make 2 attacks against you, and then it's going to continue on. So you guys will get a reactionary attack against it. It'll just be Jayla since Ichabod attacked the polar bear.
All right.
So first attack against Jayla is going to be a 14, which I think misses.
Miss.
Okay. Second attack is going to be a 17.
Misses.
Yeah, it in its confused state of fear state, it tries to poke you. It misses both. You dodge it with your nimbleness, and it's going to keep on running past you. So make an attack of opportunity attack.
It's just a 12.
Yeah, it misses. So it's going to keep on going. So it
Wait,
moved.
I have blessed, right? Still?
Yeah.
Sure do.
What did I say? 12?
This
16?
that hits.
Yes. Okay. 8 points.
Yep.
of damage.
It takes the damage as it continues on in its path, running the fuck away. So it moved 5 feet. It's going to move, take 2. It's going to be 15 to get past you. So it goes 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And it moves off into the area over yonder. I'll just erase this for ease of sight line. It runs over here. And that's its whole turn. It can't do anything else. It attacked as an action and it's running. It seems to be fleeing the scene. Fiska, it's your turn with Lorian on deck.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Jay. I did not mean to move you. What the fuck?
It's an action to move it anywhere within 30 feet of its card. Okay, yeah, I'll move it.
You gonna move it? Yeah, where are you moving it to?
Yeah. Well, since everybody seems to
Move it in. Yeah. So this.
Someone's putting lines over there. Should I move it there?
You move it wherever you want. Don't let anyone else affect what you're doing.
I was thinking of like using him to corner it on the other side.
Okay. So let's say the card. You threw the card. Let's say the card is right here. So you tossed it. So I can move within 30 feet of that spot. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's basically on the edge. You can't move any further past that that entrance. Pretty sure it's how it works, right? Yep. You can move magically anywhere within 30 feet. So with this, what happens is Frost Giant just like it like runs. It's running animation and it just like phases through the wall as it's running. It like flickers a little bit and then its form retakes as it gets to the
Good stuff.
and I'll say for the purpose of this, Fiska, you just look through the illusion. You can just see through them.
Or one.
Awesome. All right, we go over to Lorian. What are you doing, bud? Oh, it should have been the other way around. I totally swapped that on you guys. I'm so sorry. I think you're muted, Tyler.
I said I'm gonna run, I'm gonna dash, I'm gonna end up here.
Okay, awesome. We go back to the top of the round. Elazar, that chromatic orb you were holding fizzles. You lose a spell slot, sadly.
Yep.
It's your turn. Ichabod, you're on deck.
So far I've only seen Gowl and Lorian pass me.
Yes, that is correct.
And so as far as I know, Jayla and Ichabod are still up there.
Yes.
So from where I am, could I have seen anything that the polar bear or the giant did? Probably not, right?
Not from where you're at. You can't really see past where the elf was, because your line sight technically it goes like this.
Yeah, but I did see
Anything this line touches.
I did see Fiska move the giant though.
Yeah,
so
Fiska, you saw them move down there.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's
So
no.
you know something's going on. You're smart enough to know that something's happening, like something's going on.
Okay, so I mean, I think Elazar would probably go back up and say, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" But no one's actually there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and yeah, he just sees nobody there.
Yep. Not a soul in sight. You see 2 casks of honeymead in front of you.
And so I am 30 feet, yeah. So I would assume that they went through that path, so I guess I would use my feline agility
Okay.
to move another 30. 1, 2, 5, 6, so I would get right
You come into
inside.
that room and see. You come in that room. You see all these beautiful murals, and you see the thing that catches your eye the most are your other members of your race depicted in these murals, and that takes you. As you enter this room, that takes you aback, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
This is your first proof that there were. Another hard proof that there were actually members of your species here.
Yeah.
And as you enter that room, as you finish your movement, continue your movement, we're gonna end after your turn. So
Okay.
it's almost 10:15, almost 11:15 for Ichabod. The battle's still going on technically. It seems that you guys are on the upper hand, but I don't want to dissuade you from continuing fighting. So we're gonna end that after your turn.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think Elazar would go any further once he saw that. I think he'd probably be so shocked, honestly, his weapon would fall out of his hand.
Yeah,
And he'd
you
just
come in that
be
room
kind of stunned.
and you see this mural depicting members of your species, just more so the ones associated with colder weather. You can see there's a slight difference in their scales. And as that realization hits you, it's like, holy shit, it's breathtaking. It takes your breath away. We're gonna end the session there. We'll pick it back up with Ichabod on his turn. We have what appears to be a polar bear fleeing, another giant species member fleeing as well. It looks like the players have the upper hand on the battle. So, without any other, oh no, what happened to my intro card? My outro thing died. It's gone from existence. Yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. That was a fun session. Thanks for all the players for joining. We'll be back again live for our 1-year anniversary next Sunday. Please tune in and watch that. It's been a long time and not many days have passed in Icewind Dale. That may be my fault and I apologize, but yeah, see us next week. Same time, same place. Peace.
Bye.
night.
Bye.